I refuse to acknowledge any comments about said turlets or defecating products. I was merely looking for an excuse to brag about the phenomenal job I did cleaning my bathroom yesterday, which is why I was late yesterday's stream. And today, you know, room needs to be made for Skull Toilet. I will look. On the one hand, that toilet is cool looking. Okay, it is. I'll be the first to say it. Let me show you guys what we're talking about. Because in confidence, I told Chaco, "Oh yeah, at the exact moment I am using the ladies' room, but I will be streaming. Yes, don't worry." She, just like how Bublito, when I asked him to do something, shared screenshots of our private conversation, she turns around and demonstrates what I was doing to our entire Discord. But then she posted this. Well, actually, Hunty posted this. And I love it. However, that is a floating toilet, which means there's not as much of a base. Like it goes back, and my system is not set up for that. And 2, my bathroom is not themed for that. And 3, a fat ass would break that. Also, see all those grooves? That is going to be a bitch to clean. It is all right, Natanya. Hello, Z Highness. Hello, Chris and Chaco. But today we begin fall. It is finally fall, everybody. And so what we are going to do today is we're going to plot out what my specials in artwork are going to be this year. And let's brush up on what my stuff was last time. So if you followed me last year, you will know that for last Inktober, I followed the official prompts, right? And I did a monster series with Posca. And I did a pinup series with Posca. So we got Candy Apple, Killer Clown. This was Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. And this was the Mummy. We had Red Velvet Cake and Frankenstein's Monster. I believe this was Cinnamon Swirl and Vampire or Dracula. And then we had a Pumpkin Spice Ice Cream Sundae. And my personal favorite of the season, the Zombie. So this was last year's. And then the year before, which shouldn't be very far because this is when I started doing a lot of YouTubes. Going back. All right. And then last year, these are much more concise. We did Fall, Pumpkin Spice, Black Widow, Black Cat, and Witch for my pinup. And we did Werewolf, Insanity, Vampire, and the Fleshling, the monsters. So those were my personal artwork outside of Inktober, with the Fleshling being my favorite then. And where are you? Although I am quite proud of how I did the hips on her for the Black Widow. I think we all probably know the Pumpkin Spice was my favorite. So, now that we are all up to speed, I have not found the Inktober kits that are going to be available this year. So that wasn't a prompt, Chaco. Those I all made up. So I sat down and I came up with ideas on my own. I came up with ideas of what themes I would want. Love the red velvet cake, especially with the raspberry flavoring in the cake itself. So red velvet actually does not have raspberry. A lot of folks think that because it's red. So, Choco, I will bite your ass. Red velvet gets its red color from beets. Traditional red velvet is actually a chocolate cake. And it is colored traditionally with beets. There will be no napples. Exactly, Marcia. Beetroot. A lot of folks think that red velvet cake is flavored with fruit. It is not. It is a chocolate cake, but it is colored naturally with beetroots. But anyways, so no nip-nops. You all can make as many demands for the nip-nops as you desire, but I shall not acquiesce to your requests. Motion denied. And hello, Derp. So we're all going to look together right now to see if I had missed it, but I do not believe Inktober released any special kits or any partnerships to buy, which is unfortunate because I like buying their shit. Let me see. So we are looking right now. We are looking. So he only partnered with XP Pen this year. I don't see anything like, oh, that's unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is now this means I've got to go out and buy specifically a new book just for Inktober, which is it's not that bad, but it's sad because I have in the past I have purchased. Let me see, I've got several of them, so I have made it my mission to buy the Inktober special edition stuff. This was my first Inktober in 2019. And then these two. And reaching it. I must reach for it. It's a little dusty. So I have done a really, I try to support it as best I can. Are you clothing shopping? No, I'm not. I am not. So this was my 2022 Inktober with the Viva colors. And it was all very much all in one. And I keep everything together in it. So there's that. This was my 2021. Right here. I will say in terms of paperwork, even though this paper is technically high quality, this is Viva as well. I must say, working with ink on this paper was a bitch. This paper was not good. And one of my favorites from this was this snake woman. I really was proud of my little pumpkin person that year. And let me see, where was it? This girl, I was very proud of her. Honestly, this year I had felt I did a lot of really good work in this particular, this was one of my favorite ones. And I might release this on a shirt this year. And because I was very proud of it. The tentacle itself I'm not proud of, but the facial expression I'm really proud the ghoul lady. So I might hearken, like I really like this little Slenderman that I drew. Very indicative of like the flushing. Hi, Linda. Zales and Destroy. Hello. First time checking out the stream. Well, welcome. Yeah, I think this particular Inktober, this one I am going to try to look towards for some designs that I'm going to release in the shop, which should be opening very soon in case anyone's curious. If you're not, I understand, but if you are, it's about to happen. Right, look at this little warrior. He's going to be in there. Have you ever done Jack? I don't do fan art, my darling. So no. And then this Inktober, this particular one, this was my favorite paper. This was the best book, in my opinion, in terms of what they offered. Who did this one? This was by Plumchester, I believe. Yeah, Plumchester. So this was Plumchester. This was the first, like, Inktober book that I was able to get, and I loved it. Like, was this my best Inktober? No. Although this pumpkin I was pretty proud of. There was, like, so this mouse eating a pumpkin muffin. I was very proud of it. Well, I actually think it's a rat. This was when I was really starting to like this nasty old, you know, grape lady. I definitely. Hi, Fluffy Paws. Hi, Moon. Hi, everyone. I was very proud of this mummy. This, I think, was the one I was most proud of that season. I really like this. I might release this as a little poster or a sticker. Because this guy, I'm still really proud of him today. Moon is not like you. She does not appreciate the nip nops. And I shall not be partaking. This was a recreation of an old drawing I did. I have the side-by-side up on my Instagram. See, there you go. There's your nip nops. There you go, guys. But I was very, very proud of this particular Inktober. And this one, in my opinion, was the best quality Inktober book that they let out. And then my first one, I think my first one has everything I did that season. Yes. So this is the first Inktober I did. Here is, I'm still really proud of her. I think she's going to go on a shirt. This is my, why are you so blurry? This is my witch. This was Phantom. So this was a prompt I was following. It was, whatchamacalls it? What was it? It was something where the prompt was like burlesque or something. And so you could follow the prompts that way. And so it was Phantom Witch. This was Dessert. Intergalactic, I think. Something to do with circus or sideshow. And yes, that was it for the girls. And then, and I did this all freehand, by the way, put my bright trace. And see, I went to work, and at work, I printed everything out, and there was a pin-up Inktober themes. So there it was. So it was Witch, Ethereal, Dessert, Space, and Carnival. Yeah, I got a pretty good memory. And I made sure I had these, so that way I could just look here every day while I was at work. And this was my first Inktober. I'm still very proud because it was the first. This was the first challenge I'd ever done. Hi, babe. This was the first challenge I'd ever done. I'd never done any kind of drawing challenge before. And at the time, this was my most proud of the season, I think. I want to say this was one of my most proud ones. And I'm still really proud of this. If you guys see this, you see I do this theme a lot now because this started it, and I was so proud of what I did. I've been doing it ever since. Because it was one of the first times I had drawn something, and it gave the exact effect that I wanted. And I'd never been able to do things like this before. Like, up until, like, again, this was one of my proudest ones. This sky, the thing was dragon. And what I liked about it was that this particular Inktober, what really made me fall in love with these challenges, these art challenges to begin with, looks snowy, not fire. Shut up, Matt. That's stars. But what really made me love these challenges was, up until then, I felt very stunted by my own talent. I was not able to move forward, and I had a hard time going within certain parameters. But when I made myself invisible rules, which, for instance, this first Inktober, the rules were... So this was all marker. This first year was marker. And it was pushing my art. Exactly, Natanya. Because what I was doing was... So, Inelli asked what was the medium. This was all alcohol markers that first year. I went through an entire set of black and white alcohol markers. I wasted them. And what I did was I challenged myself. And so I said, no matter what, everything had to be in monochromatic grays and blacks. Oh, good, baby. I'll see you in a little bit. Be safe. Everything had to be monotone. So it all had to be grays, blacks, everything like that. I could not use anything but alcohol marker, and everything had to be Halloween themed. No matter what, I had to make it either creepy, I had to make it spooky, I had to make it Halloween. It had to stay, and I've been trying to stay generally within those rules. Obviously, now I do a lot of multicolor, but that's because I would also go based on what they'd send in the kits. So one year, they sent these inks that were colorful. So I changed my rule into, only the inks they provided, and I would do a lot of mix and match with that. Then one year they sent these. They sent watercolors. So I upgraded what I did again. And so again, the same rule though does apply, is that it has to be, so like this was after Scorched. So I just did, this was Big, Headless Horseman. Like this one, I was very proud of. This was my first ragdoll. I was very proud of this one. I'd never done a vignette before. I was very proud of that. These were themes like this. This took me all day, purely, and you can see by how much I colored on the back. This had taken me all day because I'd never done depth images like that before. Like, and you guys can see how different my artwork is from then to now. This was also another one where I was very impressed with myself, that you could tell she had stuff on her. You could see the depth of where she was. This Inktober, and I will say, you can see where it kind of dropped off. So from here, this is when Brandon passed away. And yeah, so it was a little rough for me. And so the end of Inktober, you really see where the creativity dies. Like, it was a rough year that year, but I was still extremely proud of this Inktober because it was the first time I realized I could do it. And so that's why I will tell you, if you ever have any doubt in your artwork, take up one of these challenges first. The first thing you should do is take one of these art challenges and try them out. You will be shocked how much they help propel you forward. By the way, hi, Mitchell. Hi, Bubs. So I've had a long-standing tradition of doing Inktober. I'm very excited to do Inktober. And so now what it's going to come down to is, for this year, I'm going to have to go out and do what I did the first season. Buy a book and make it a Inktober book. And then from there, we're going to do the prompts. So I will have to sketch them out soon. And at least, hi, Holly! And get them all done. But for now, I want to plot out and draw and ink, at least the lines, of what I'm going to be doing. So my question is, do we want to do the pinups today? No nip-nops. Or do we want to do the monsters today? Hi, Veeman. This year make it Halloween. No, we're just gonna pick different, like, draw a black hole sun. No, and so what we're thinking is, like, again, monsters. So we want to do the monsters today. Who wants, say, pinup or monsters? Let me know. I see 2 for monsters, 3 for monsters, 4 for monsters. We got 16 in the chat. I need 10 monster votes, and then we're in. I also, Drew, didn't know I needed encouragement in the beginning from your stream. Oh, well, I am glad, Zale. Well, I'm seeing monsters, monsters, monsters. Cursed images. Well, first we're going to do is look at monsters I've already done. That's why I showed you guys all those. So what are monsters that I haven't done? All right, we got the votes in. Monsters it is. We're not doing monster pinups. Not yet, at least. We're still trying to decide on the pinups. All right, so you guys just saw all the monsters that I've done in the past. What are monsters you haven't seen me do? That, excuse you, Chris, I have drawn myself. So, no, but what is a monster you've seen? Babushkas? Okay. So start throwing out some ideas, guys. Let's see. Let's look up babushka. What is a babushka? One that I could draw effectively and get the thing out. Babushka. I know what it is, but let me look at it. Babushka. Babushka monster, because it just comes up as the regular phrase of it, like that. Images. So you mean a Baba Yaga? Because I'm getting some very wholesome looking things here, and I don't want that. Baba Yaga. What is Baba Yaga? So Baba Yaga rides on a log. She's got some weapons. Okay. Okay, that's one. That's one to think about. A chimera. Okay. Stars on Bubs would like you to read the Discord DMs. Bubs, not yet. A chain demon. A naga, a giant roach. A selkie. I already did a werewolf in 2021. Snallygaster. Okay, hold on. The naga I did in a small one. It's relevant to the stream, you bitch. Well, I'm trying to concentrate here, sir. My God. That is not relevant. You just want to be on stream. You gotta hold on. A kaiju. See, we want to try to stick to what would be scary. Like, we want it to be Halloween-y without taking away different themes. So I don't know if a centaur would be good. An oni might be good. A Snallygaster. Let's look at a Snallygaster. Hold on. Let's see. Snallygaster. I see Snallygaster. Let's see. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, the Snallygaster is most definitely one of them. Let me show you guys what the fuck this thing is. Very good call, Linda. Very good call. Look at this mofo. That absolutely is something I'm drawing. Oh, we are definitely drawing a Snallygaster today. Okay. Yeah, Babushka's just a grandmother. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not really working. The changeling, though, but the fleshling could kind of come off as that, too. Hold on. So we typically do 4 to 5 monsters. So that's 1. Well, hold on. Let's see what other monsters were suggested. A Banshee. I like the idea of a Selkie. Hold on. So let's look up a Selkie. Even though I know what a Selkie is, I really want to get a good idea because I have to be able to draw it. Like in plain English, I have to really want to draw that. See, thematically, I don't see how I can really make it Halloween-y. It would feel a little too European and mystical rather than just like creepy. So I love the idea of a Selkie, but all right, let's look. Let's look for a Chimera instead. Chimera. And let's see which Chimera I would want to do. Again, I was really like banking on wanting to do a Chimera, but I'm looking at it. Let me look up a Chain Demon. Right, so you said Chain Demon. If I don't want to do a Genie, I think that one is going to be a little too, for lack of a better term, exotic. I think a Chain. Okay, so Snallygaster and Chain Demon. Those are two really good ones. Oh, let me go down. Let me see. What is it? A Gorgon. What do you guys think? A Gorgon? A Manticore. I know what a Manticore is. That might work better. Manticore. And of course I'm monster phobic because, like, I do think a Manticore works better. Yes. I do. I think the Manticore works way better than a Chimera. Okay, so we've got Snallygaster, Manticore, Chain Demon, which I was actually going to say I should do I should do a demon of some kind. Mothman. Okay, hold on. We get a good idea of what the Mothman is depicted like. Oh, I think we found monster number 4, guys. Okay, so we have got a Snallygaster, a Manticore, a Chain Demon, Mothman. We need one more. A Slog. Okay. Okay, we're either going to go with the Slog or the Gorgon. Let's find out. Slua. Okay. Oh, a Slua. I've heard that phrase. Hold on. Let's see. Let's look at the Slua first. So I know what a Gorgon is. Oh. Oh, that mofo look cool. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to come down to a vote here, kids. Hold on. Let me get these two. Let me get these two mofos up. Because, whoo! Oh, will you stop? It shows me fucking Iran. No. I thought. Okay, that's why it adjusted it for me. Okay. Okay, kids. I am going to show you the Slua first. All right? Because if it's going to be a Slua, it's going to be like this one. Because that's fucking wicked. And I mean, come on. Yeah. It's either going to be the Slua or a Gorgon. Now, I will say this. I can make the Gorgon a pinup instead. So we can take the Gorgon and put it somewhere else. So what do you guys think? I'm kind of feeling the Slua. Flash wings. See, I want to try. See, Slutty Gorgon. Medusa can be a pinup. Exact. Hold on. All right, let's write these down so we don't forget them, because you know my ass gonna forget. Because these are really good ideas, guys, and I'm love. This is why I wanted to save it for all of us. But see, again, Kaiju I can do next year. Exactly. It's and she's considered a demon. She's an Oni, so it's weird. Okay, so we are doing a Snallygaster. We are doing a Manticore. We are doing a Chain Demon. The Mothman. And Slua. But now we have our first pinup. Medusa. So let's see. So monsters. Pinup. So we've got Medusa. All right, so hold on. Let me exit out of that. Stop sharing. Okay. The Bandersnatch is also good, but don't forget, guys, there's always next year. That's why I wanted to do a really good idea. We've got a bunch of really good ones. So now we've got a Snallygaster, we've got a Manticore, we've got the Chain Demon, the Mothman, and the Slua. So these are a really good mix. I live, but only as a witness. Scary monster time. Yes, Raven. It is finally spoopy scary monster time. The frumiest Bandersnatch. So now we know we have Medusa. So we need 4 more pinups. So I've done a witch every year. This is my quick writing. Fuck off. And I can do very cute writing. Or I can do not very cute writing. So, all right. Draw the rake. But again, we're now doing pinups. So what would be 4 other females that we could do that would be, and this, now mind you, this can be any fall theme. So apple picking, and this can be leaves, anything like that. You want me to do a gargoyle pinup? Or a harpy? Lady of the Lake it would be too much. Remember, we want to try to make this. Remember the other ones, Chaka, how they were all like enclosed. Whenever I do the pinup, it's got the whole theme has to be define female. It's not clear in 2023. Remember, these have to be all encompassing. Why not? It's fun. It's a gargoyle I can do. I think gargoyle's good. I only just arrived. So let me go over again. I'm going to go back onto my Instagram. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Let me go back onto my Instagram so I can show you. Again, I have sets of rules that I do for my pinups. And if you've looked at my pinups, you'll see what I mean. So like, for instance, let's look at these. So this is considered in part of my pinups. Notice how it's all encompassing, but you get the idea of the theme. You know that her theme is fluffy, pink, bows, princess, right? That's how I like to do my pinups with her, with the pumpkin spice. This was all encompassing. Waffle cone. She's covered in the ice cream. It is all in one bit. So it's all encompassing in one little image. Same thing with the, I believe, let me see. What thing did I do for this? Because I made this one up myself. Snickerdoodle. Okay, I was completely off what I remembered. Because I did the star anise. So I tried to find things that were fall that I hadn't done before. But again, we want it as an all-encompassing, like, see, the red velvet, she's on the plate herself with the fork. So when I do a pinup, I like it all to be one concise thing. It isn't like when I'm doing the actual pictures where we can make a whole theme out of it. This is where I want it to be all one thing. The Morrigan, but sexy. a Valkyrie pinup. But that's not spooky. That's more like if I was doing like a Roman theme. Mandate from the masses. Let's see. Skeksis? No, that's fan art. But I think the Gargoyle is a good choice. I think I'm going to go with Gargoyle. So Medusa, a Gargoyle, because I can make those. I can make those sexy. We want it to be on theme, but we don't want it to be a banshee. So the problem is that's a very vague thing. Let me see. Because she's sexy, a lot of things that make a banshee go away. Like, here's the problem. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Once you get into it, what makes a banshee, like, this isn't pinup, this is creepy. What makes a banshee is rotten flesh and looking gross. Like, again, if I'm looking at this doesn't look like a banshee to me. It just looks like a ghost. And so this is a problem. To make a pinup banshee, again, my rules for it are, when it comes to the pinup is never supposed to be gross or disgusting. It's always supposed to be sexy, but you can see the theme. Whereas with the monsters, hog wild. Anything goes. I already did Spider last year or 2 years ago. Manenagal. A sexy granny. Morrigan, the goddess of death. Enchantress. Enchantress could work. What? Let's... Maybe. Now, a ghost. A sexy ghost could work. Okay, so we'll do a ghost pinup. Okay, so we'll do a ghost. So we need 2 more. We need 2 more. The Enchantress. But wouldn't that just be a witch? An Enchantress would just be a witch, babe. A voodoo doll. Scarecrow. Two people have said mummy, and I'm starting to think that might be a good idea. No porcelain dolls. I hate those fucking things. Manenagals are, I believe, Filipino monster of a woman only half her body that eats. Ooh, that would be good for next year. I'll tell you that. Mommy mummy. That's 3 mummies now. Who's the goddess with half decay here? I like the idea of La Muerta. Isn't La Muerta an actual siren? Is sort of like a scary. Yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day, just like a mermaid. I'm doing it sexy. Is La Muerta an actual goddess? Is she actually a goddess? I can't lie, she's one of my favorite fictional characters, though. In terms of, like, movies. I would absolutely cosplay as La Muerta. Let me tell you something, guys. I fucking love her. See, I wouldn't mind. What do you guys think? Doing something like just Candy Skull? Could Candy Skull just be a theme? What do you think? What do you guys think of Candy Skull? Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Candy Skull. Because that can have so many possibilities. Because I can do the flowers. I can do the patterns. All right, so Candy Skull is another one. Eris. All right, let's see. Oh, the problem is Eris, she's a great choice. She's not universally recognizable. It would be very difficult. And again, that goes into, but I will say if I do another like pinup series of like ancient goddesses, she's definitely going to be on the list. I like the idea, Chaco. I don't think it translates well into Halloween. Because remember, we're trying to stick with Halloween. Okay, so Candy Skull. I saw some ideas. What does everyone think about Voodoo Doll? What was that? Laufey? Laufey. Laufey. What's a Laufey? Not the person. We ain't drawing her. That's a no. Oh, I could do a voodoo priestess. A voodoo priestess. What do you guys think? While this may be true, Silvar, I'ma still like it. It still fits more in theme. All right, Voodoo Priestess. Alrighty. So we got our themesters here, guys. This is perfect. All right. So we're going to stop sharing now. Beauteous. Now that we have our monsters and our ladies, what do you guys say we do a Snallygaster? I really liked. It was Linda came up with the Snallygaster. Really good fucking idea. No naps. No nips, no naps, no naps. No, because if I had you on, you would have been too busy making jokes while I'm trying to talk. Now you're allowed on. Chaco, you want in this shit too? Sinbad. What you doing, baby? Chaco. No nip nops. I'm cyberpunking. Very well. Test your mic, bud.
Hello.
Oh, wow. It's so perfect today.
Wow. Your microphone sounds weird on stream.
How about now?
No, still the same.
Okay, then I know exactly what happened. Yep, I knew it. Some bitch.
It's
It
using
does
like
it
your
sometimes.
computer's microphone.
It switched to the little document microphone.
Oh, there it is. That's way better.
Yup. Sometimes it does that without me even knowing. Even though I will change it, it does it all on its own. So
see, if you had invited me when I asked for it, we could have fixed that like 20 minutes ago.
we're good now. But okay, you sound so much right. Well, because this one's microphone is not that grand. But guys, Logitech is getting ready to release a camera that is as quality as the camera that I use now, even more so. It's gonna cost a pretty penny, but I want it. It's a document camera like this, and I'm ready for it.
I mean, your camera is, no offense, but it's not like high resolution.
But the thing is, this is even less so. I mean, look at this. You can't look how blurry it is once you get it to
Yeah,
that level.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not high resolution.
Yeah, it's a document camera that I'm going to be getting because I was
Okay.
originally going to try to buy another one for like $100 and some odd bucks, but I would rather save my money a little longer because this does its job for now. I'd rather save a couple of more months and get, when they release it, that really nice one from Logitech because it's got its own boom arm. So I no longer have to jerry rig a little table for it, right?
Mhm.
And it slides back and forth and it
Okay.
goes up and down. So this thing will be completely perfect for what I need.
Yeah, you won't have like the camera right below you.
Exactly. And I want to worry about the just all around. Can't wait for it. But all right, guys, let me show you the Snallygaster. I'm ready. This is gonna be so cool.
The Snallygaster.
Have you seen it? Did you get to
Yeah.
see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Look at this thing. How cool is that?
Yeah.
I love it. Like there's versions that are less.
Like it looks like something I would see in Warhammer.
I love it. I love this. I'm gonna. This museum drawing is how I'm going to.
It's nice. Yeah.
I'm gonna base a lot of it off of this.
It reminds me of like Raptor, Dragon, and Cthulhu.
I'm supposed to be reading. I borrowed a book and ignored it all week. You should read.
I'm supposed to be reading it. Sounds like a damn Pokemon.
God, read. Yeah, I wish they'd do that for Pokemon instead of half the shit they design now. My God, I hate a lot of the Pokemon designs. I think they're terrible.
The new ones are. Ugh. One of them is a freaking keychain, and the other one is a lamp. Like, come on.
Right, there's like ones that actually are shaped like swords and shields. I'm like, this is retarded. Like, this is just ridiculous.
They've
Why?
run out of ideas.
They're very much out of ideas, and I get it. But like, stop ruining it. Just stop. It has steel talons. Okay, good.
But they did complete the original story. Like, Ash, or whatever his name, he became the greatest Pokemon trainer. Like, he won the biggest tournament, and he became the #1. So they technically are done, I guess, with the show, or are they just gonna make it like a side universe?
I guess they're gonna make like a side universe. I like that his wings are small. I love that part.
One is a rubbish bag too. Oh god, please don't.
Yeah, there is one that's shaped like a trash can, and I'm like, oh my God, finally they're admitting.
Bolito has a sort of Joker laugh. I love it. You wanna know how I got these scars? There's a new series hearing. Oh. Is it still in the same universe, or is it like a
supposed to be
different
Ash's kid.
universe?
A lot of people are theorizing it's Ash's kid.
Oh. With who? Misty?
I don't know. There's so many females that could be an option.
Oh yeah, he did get more different friends over the course of the show. Like they kept changing the Brock and Misty.
Yeah, because they realized that as long as Ash was there, nobody cared.
Yeah. Well, no, as long as Pikachu was there.
That too.
Why so serious? Heath Ledger was absolutely the best Joker.
I think he was the most dedicated to the
Oh yeah.
role. I would not say he is the absolute best. I'm sorry, but Mark Hamill beats that every time.
Wow.
But I will say, in terms of dedicated to the role, oh yeah, Heath Ledger. Also, I can't see your comments, guys, because I've got the monster up. So
I need to watch Batman with my kids.
do they like comic books at all?
They like the movies, but it's not like something they ask for. They're still in their like princess and Disney stuff. Old Disney stuff, not the new one.
I mean, there's some new Disney that I really like. Like I enjoy Encanto.
Some of the original movies I don't mind, but like the remakes, no.
Oh, they're trash, dude. There's like a lot of them are pure trash, but even a lot of Disney people are saying.
My youngest really loved the Mermaid movie. The
New one?
original movie. No, the original cartoon movie.
I was like, shit, you just got married. You're already gonna get new kids?
Yeah. When she saw the trailer for the new one, she was like, "That's not Ariel." I'm like, "Yeah."
There was a little black girl that was saying that too. She was like, there was this whole video, and her family was all upset with her. She's like, "That's not Ariel." And they were
Elemental
like,
was
no,
good, yeah.
And it was so funny. She's like, I don't care what you all are saying. That's not Ariel. That's not my Ariel. And I was like, that's my girl.
It's just because kids associate a character with a name. If you change the character, they don't recognize it anymore. And my kids, I told her like, yeah, that's the new Little Mermaid, and she's like, no, it's not, because in her head, Ariel is that the mermaid with red hair, like a blue tail or whatever it's called.
She had a green tail. She had purple shells.
Yeah. So to her, Ariel is that character. If you try to change it, to her, it doesn't make any sense. And it's like, can't blame her. It's like me. If you change, we were talking about Pokemon. If you change Pikachu and you gave him green fur instead of yellow, that wouldn't be Pikachu. That would be a new character. According to the kid, Ash never gets married and he's in love with Serena, whoever that is. Serena? Oh, is that the chick with the fire Pokemon, I think? Serena. Yeah, that's a chick with the like the Eve looking character. Eevee. I don't know what her Pokemon is, but it's like it looks like an Eevee evolution.
What color is it?
Red and yellow.
Red and yellow?
Yeah, with a oh, it's Finnegan is the name. That's an okay look for a Pokemon. Like, it's not one of the new ones where it's just all over the place.
There are one or two new ones that are really good, but they're not the most popular, which is or the most celebrated in universe, which makes no sense to me. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh wait, people are saying Flareon, but no, it's not Flareon. It's the Pokemon looks like an Eve evolution, but it's not one of her evolution or his evolution. It's called Finnegan. Fennnek.
Yeah, that's a Pokemon. I recognize it.
No, Flareon is one of the OG Pokemon.
Husband, are you not going to greet me? I did.
Sylveon is the
Is
dark one. Oh wait, no, it's a new. Oh, wait, which one is the?
Sylveon is fairy, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one that's black and yellow.
Umbreon.
Umbreon, that's the one.
Hold on, Matthew. Aspetta. Did these survive?
Oh yeah, that one I got a plushie for my oldest. She loves that Pokemon.
Give this to Orion. And hold on, don't go anywhere. I'm going to have a snack. Because I've been waiting 2 weeks for these. These got a little crushed.
So you didn't care about the greeting, you just wanted the snack.
Huh? He didn't greet me. He handed me the package.
Well, he knows what you're waiting for. It's not him, it's the snack.
Look out for where Penny is. But when you're done, I want a kiss. Okay.
So demanding. Jeez.
Of course, I'm a wife.
No, you're just a woman.
Listen. Let me tell you something, guys. I don't know if Bubs is on Twitter right now a lot.
Nope.
But that bitch Pearl. That bitch Pearl She gone off the deep end. She's gone skydiving off the deep end.
Let me see.
How's her?
It's alright.
What's her name again? Pearl
Pearl
Davis?
Davis.
Yeah.
Rich, entitled, stupid.
Let's see. Pearl Davis.
I wonder why most don't like the inclusion of TV. Why don't the ones that don't like the change of it? What do you mean, Divine? Like a TV series or what? No, beforehand she hit it better, Raven. But I don't know if she's like purposely trying to nuke her audience. But every day I notice more and more people are like, wow, Pearl, I've been woken up from you. You're everything they claim they say you are. It's not good.
I'll be right back.
Quadrupling. Oh, we don't like the change. The thing is, they establish this character and they build it up on this image, and then they go, because this image is white, it's no longer good enough. And they act like they can't make new characters with ethnicity and people aren't going to like it. Tiana is a very popular princess. When Encanto came out, everyone adored it. Encanto is one of the most popular Disney movies out. And it's like, I mean, Bruno was everywhere. Everywhere. So it's like, they claim that they're doing it so they can make representation for a new audience. You have a new movie coming out in 2 months with an ethnically diverse cast. Why are you not pushing that? Instead, you're telling people that the white characters are no longer good enough because all of them must be racist. See, you can't quote it like that, Mitchell, because then I want to sing it. I really like that fucking song. The whole sound, let me tell you something. The whole soundtrack to Encanto is fucking fire. Lin-Manuel may be a racist, but shit, that man can write music. He is good. I don't know why they didn't just get another tale. There are so many. There are hundreds of cultures with thousands of stories. Disney has the money and the know-how. I wish they, like with Wish. Wish is this new movie coming out. But Divine, they weren't. They were non-white characters. But it's not just that they're white. These are other ethnicities. Snow White is German. Belle is French. You know, these are other ethnicities. I want to know why you have to change an already established character to see yourself in it. I relate mostly to Tiana when it comes to Disney princesses. Why do you need to change them? If they made a live action of The Princess and the Frog and Tiana was suddenly made white, what would that do? It would take away from the story, if anything, because it would change the original story. So much so that, think about it. In this new live action Little Mermaid, they had to change the location because it made no sense why she would be black in the original story, because they were in Denmark, where there was slaves. So they had to change it to a Caribbean island and bring it a little more into the future. And then they suddenly, the prince is no longer the born prince, he's adopted. They insert this queen character who serves no purpose but to just be a mom in the background. That's it. No, you did have them. You already had Mulan. You already had Jasmine. You already had Pocahontas. They already existed. You had Nani from Lilo and Stitch. They already existed. The racially diverse characters were already there. That's the thing. And again, you didn't answer my question. What did it add to the story? It did nothing. Universally, people are saying how much this movie sucks. Yet she's a different character. Mulan was not Hawaiian. Mulan was Chinese. And they can satisfy the fans by making new characters. Don't take away the only redheaded character they had besides Merida, who isn't Danish. She was Scottish. They're not trying to satisfy all fans. They're just trying to check a box. And Moana was after Tiana. I did. I said Mulan. You said Moana. What's wrong with that? It's erasing a character and the nationality and telling white people that your character isn't good because it's not black. And simultaneously, it's telling black people your character would not be popular unless it chases the coattails of a white character.
I'm back.
Like, that's the problem you're not getting. What they're telling you is, and what a lot of folks aren't getting, is you're being handed sloppy seconds and saying, this is progress. It's not. We already know that non-white characters that are brand new and never been introduced can absolutely be popular. Again, I just listed a bunch of them. Moana was not white. I love Moana. I think she's a hilarious character. She was Polynesian.
Moon! Sorry. What I miss?
Characters that I don't... If they introduce a fat Italian character, I don't want it to take the place of someone else. I want a story from Italy. Okay?
Hey, Rachel.
That's the point.
So what are you screaming about? What did I miss?
Hold on. Someone in chat is asking what's the big deal. And
yeah, I'm reading it. Okay, yeah.
Here's the thing. There is no reason why they couldn't have gone and spent all this money on trash movies. Because I'm sorry, I've watched many clips of The Little Mermaid. I've watched liberals review it. I've watched right-wingers review it. I've watched people in the middle review it. Across the board, everyone says it's boring. The acting is bad. The songs are not that great. The animation is off. The funniest part is everyone's saying the best part is Melissa McCarthy. And I'm not saying she probably didn't do a good job, but in my personal opinion, that should have been either one of two people. Should have been a drag queen, because that's who Ursula was based off of, or it should have been Queen Latifah. I feel Queen Latifah would have been a far better choice. She has a better voice. She has the attitude for it, all of it. But exactly, we want new stories. That's why I'm so excited for Wish. I cannot wait for Wish because it's a new story. It's not some rehash. It's not some remake. It's not some sequel. It is new. And what's even cooler about it, and again, you're not hearing about it. This was driving me nuts. Disney isn't talking about it at all. Disney isn't saying one word about it. Disney is not speaking at all about Wish. But Divine, I've explained to you what it is. There is no point in making an already established character a different color. When you have the money, you have the ability to make new characters.
They've got the budget to make all kind of new characters. They could just make new ones. They could push out a new character every week if they wanted to. But it's the idea of going back and changing established characters. That's the main issue. If you want to create a whole new character and make it a mermaid, everyone will be perfectly fine. Just don't call her Ariel and don't give her Ariel's story. Just create a whole new character.
Treasure Planet, thank you. Rachel, I didn't even remember that. Kita. Kita was a black queen before there were black queens. Kita was one of the first ethnically diverse characters in this century.
Wait. Let go of tradition and embrace inclusion. What about no?
But that's the thing. Would you be okay with it if they took Pocahontas, Mulan, all the ethnically diverse characters, and made them all white? Embrace inclusion. Embrace and throw out tradition.
No, you
It's
forgot inclusion doesn't
lazy
include
design.
white people. That's the thing you forgot.
And that's the thing. What is wrong? Why is it better to ethnically wash a character instead of making a new character?
Yep. That's all it is. It should just be if they hadn't made a new character, a brand new character from the get-go,
Matt,
there
what's
would have
going on
been
in the
no issues.
bathroom?
But the moment they decided to take an established character, change her appearance, change her story, like now she's not getting saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman or whatever. The moment you start putting that crap, that's where people start pushing back, because you're destroying an established character. It's the same that we said earlier when we were talking about Pokemon. If you take Pikachu, which is like a yellow mouse, and you turn him into a purple crocodile, then it's not Pikachu anymore.
It's not Pikachu anymore. And that's the thing. Here's the thing. You want to kill tradition. Everything about Disney is aesthetic. When you build your entire brand off of everyone recognizing that's Elsa. So Elsa always wears, let's take the skin color away, okay? Elsa always wears ice. Elsa always has blue. She's always in pale blues. So if I start wearing fire themed things and everything's in reds and golds, I say, well, it's the same. It's Elsa. Embrace it traditionally doesn't matter. This is Elsa now.
Yep.
Is that Elsa?
Nope.
You've changed the incomplete basis of what the character is. Her songs now no longer make sense. Her meaning in the story no longer
Let it
makes
burn.
sense.
Let it
Yeah, let it
burn.
Let it burn. Like, that's the thing. You're not understanding. Like, you're only seeing it as, well, this is diversity, and you're white, so clearly you hate diversity. Where did I say I didn't like new diverse characters?
Nope.
I didn't.
It's wanting new characters to be created to represent the new. I don't want to say the modern era, but
It's
to
not
represent more people, create
Right.
new stories that more people can be attracted to.
If
And
you want a character that represents your people, great.
Yeah.
That's fine.
perfectly
but-
fine. And everyone understands why you would want that. The problem is when you start taking characters that are established, that are loved, that have a following, and then you just
Inferno.
do you want to make an inferno? Fuck it, boil it. Let's just
That-
burn the entire.
that was good. But that's my point. You when you take the character and you say fundamentally we are going to build this image. Everyone knows Ariel for her fiery red hair and having her big blue eyes and da-da-da, and then suddenly you go, well, now we're taking that away. Why? Diversity.
Yep.
Okay, but why can't you instead create a whole new marine character? Why can't you do some other kind of
And isn't there? I'm pretty sure there was a movie or a cartoon of the Little Mermaid, and she had other friends that were mermaids, and there was a black one, and there was I believe one was maybe Chinese or
There-
some
there
Asian,
was-
Asian
The
descent.
Little Mermaid movie, yeah, the show had a lot of ethnic diversity. And
Yeah. So
nobody
why don't
cared.
you take one of those and make a movie about them? Why do you have to change the quote unquote main character? Just doesn't make sense. The
It doesn't
idea is
make any
to
sense
create
to me.
the idea is to create a narrative that you can push.
Supposedly they race swapped Tinkerbell, and the next movie that she's no longer race swapped. They're going backwards. On
Well,
that.
I mean,
It's
if
smart.
you just look at the how to tame your dragon, how to Train Your
How
Dragon?
to
I
Train
forgot.
Your Dragon.
Yeah. They want to move away from the quote-unquote Viking stereotype, aka white people. It's like, well,
Like my thing is the whole thing.
we're talking about a
is-
bunch of Norwegian,
Right.
Norwegian, whatever. How do
Norwegian,
you pronounce that? Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Whatever.
I wish I could talk, but the thing is, Divine.
It's
what
not
I'm
a
trying to
debate.
tell you is this:
Sorry.
you want the diversity. None of us are arguing that. I don't want only traditionally Russian, German, Italian. I am just fine with other cultures. I want to hear about ancient Chinese tales. I want to hear about Middle Eastern tales. I want to hear about all of that. However, you're never going to, if all they do is take the traditionally white European stories and blackwash them.
And it's not
And you're
fair
not getting
to.
diversity. You're just insulting other cultures. And you're saying it's okay because they're white. So they don't deserve to have respect. Even though
it's-
most of our modern era and a lot of the things that you enjoy come from those cultures. Any black person that uses astrology or talks about being a Virgo, you're appropriating Greek culture. But
And even-
nobody talks about that.
Even if you're a black person and you want to be represented in a movie, it's not fair for you to be given a white character and people just go, well, we'll put a coat of black paint on it and there we go, that's your character.
It's not long overdue. It's already been here. It's just it was original characters and it wasn't good enough.
But good luck and positive vibes.
Look, I'm sure you're a very lovely person.
Yeah,
You
well.
haven't been rude. What I'm trying to tell you is it's not inclusion. That is not inclusion. That's telling you take what we think is only that you're only gonna be able to manage on your own.
It's crazy how inclusion only works the way they want it to work.
But that's the thing.
It's not something you can argue about. That's not.
we have this character already popular. We know it's not going to fail, and we got people bitching at us because they want to see other colors. It'd be great if we could use this folklore from Africa, but you know what? That's too much of a risk. I know that we did Encanto and we did Raya and all these, and we did Luca, and all these were really great, and people enjoyed them. But you know what? Let's go with a sure thing. Let's make sure our pockets get lined by someone, and that's why they race swap. And the thing is, if you really want inclusion, then you should be asking for the stories that your nationality grew up with. You should be asking for the stories that build a culture.
Mhm.
Like, there are so many things that are really important to cultures.
You know,
Why-
it reminds
I
me.
want that.
Reminds me of the movie Kingdom of Heavens. People were saying it was a Christian propaganda movie. If you look at the movie and you actually listen to it, they are promoting Christianity, yes, but also Islam. Both are depicted equally,
Mhm.
wanting something, fighting for it, and in the end, well, the victor takes all. But that's history. And people were saying it was Christian propaganda. It's not. It's just people like to argue about details. Afterward, that's the truth. They won't learn cultural inclusion if we aren't willing to have actual inclusion and teach about other stories. See, I agree with
point I'm making.
after 40. I agree with that,
That's the point.
and
Because
she's
the thing is-
basically saying what we're saying.
Yeah, that's just a very concise way of what we're saying.
I want an
And-
African princess. Exactly. There
And
are
you
plenty
agree
of
with that,
stories.
Divine. That's what we're saying.
are
That's not
plenty.
inclusion. You're just taking another culture story and saying, well, you were too white. We're going to make it black now so we can feel like we're seen. You're not seen. You're just telling another culture that their traditional story from their folklore no longer deserves to be that color. I would much rather learn about folklore like from other countries. We demand a princess Yaninga. Exactly. I will tell you this though. I don't agree with you, Rachel, because they did a really great job with Moana and they did a great job with Encanto. They went to the source materials. They looked at all these things. Like, I think they could do a great job with a Belize story. But
There are
again,
plenty of real characters that they could take from African descent, Asian descent, or European, whatever.
the amount
and make
of cultures
real-
in Africa alone, like, I mean, seriously, there is so many cultures.
There's a fuck ton of history to take from Africa.
So many.
But the thing
want to be an
is,
actual yes, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be like, oh well, this story is taken out of an African tale. No, like you said, it better be an African
wait, Divine. So create them. Okay. The thing is, what you're doing,
That's literally what we're asking for.
you're supporting Disney taking white characters and making them black, which is far easier for them than to put that money towards creating original characters. So what you're doing is you're actually shooting yourself in the foot because you're telling them, hey, that white character that you made black, that's good enough for me. Keep doing that. They're
And here's the
saving
thing.
money instead of investing that money into creating new characters. They could hire writers, they could hire historians to find a good story to tell. But
But
instead,
that's
we're
not even what
taking
she's
that
saying,
money.
Bubs. That's not even what she's saying. She's doing a slight gotcha on this and saying, well, why don't you make it then? Because I'm not interested in telling other people's stories. I make
No,
up
but
my
I'm
own.
talking about the perspective from Disney. If people are telling them, well, what you're doing right now is good enough, they'll keep doing it because it's good enough.
Right.
So if people stop supporting that, taking that white character and making it black, Disney would go, okay, well, what do you want? And people would be able to tell them, well, we want original black characters.
Exactly. When you
So
don't
what-
support these movies, then they have no reason because at the
Exactly.
end of the day,
By
they don't really follow the ideology. They follow the dollar.
Exactly. By supporting the ideology of we take the white character and make it a black character, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're telling Disney, well, that's good enough for me. But in reality, what you want is an original character. But you're never going to get that because you're supporting the half-assed solution instead of the full solution.
See, this
The
no,
mermaid
no,
is
we're not
half
playing
fish.
that
Oh,
game.
Jesus Christ.
That is literally goal posting.
Yeah.
Either if that's the case, then all fictional characters don't matter whatsoever, and it doesn't matter at all.
I
And if
get it.
that's the case, then they should all be white.
The goalpost is in fucking
That
out
is
of
goal
this-
posting.
is out of
Who
this
cares
solar
if it's
system
half
at this point.
fish? The other half was a white woman. And that's the thing. Just like how if you're gonna sit there and say, well, if you're looking at this, okay, so an Oni, okay? We make an Oni, but when he stops being an Oni, he's a black guy.
I hate to break it to you, but Black Panther was a white guy originally. Okay, carry on.
Okay. And it looked really weird when they had a girl with locks try to pop out of the water and she swung her head and you literally saw her head buck back and forth from the weight of the locks holding the water in. Because underwater, it's not a natural hairstyle to have. And it almost broke her neck. She even said it herself. She had a pain doing that scene. If you're gonna talk about that, you are telling us you want diversity, you want inclusion. So why aren't you making demands that they create new characters? What is inclusive about erasing one character to create another? Does that sound inclusive or exclusive to you? If you want the major companies to give you what you actually want instead of half-assed versions of it, put your money where your mouth is. That's the point. You're never going to get...
What?
These are based in those countries. So is the Little Mermaid was based in Denmark. They had to remove it from Denmark entirely to even make their idea make sense.
Also, I just want to point out, mermaids originate from Greece, and they were the lore for mermaids was imported to Egypt. So originally, mermaids are, I hate to say it, but they are white history. They are part of Greece, which was, well, I hate to break it to you, but not black.
There's a lot of things like, yeah, you're like, I'm not a troll and I'm being, I am, and I promise you, Divine, you can ask anyone in this chat. This is me being nice. If you think this is me being rude, I promise you, this is not. I am trying to show you where what you're saying is it's kind of speaking out of both sides of your mouth. It's Esteban, don't get rude on her because what we're trying to say is because she's been nothing but nice in this conversation. I may not agree with her points, but she's been nothing but nice. And so the point is this, guys, and what I'm trying to explain to Divine, no one is upset at the idea of inclusion No one is upset the idea of bringing in other ethnicities. And we all in this chat enjoy a lot of them. But I can list at least 5 ethnically diverse characters that were around even before Moana, even before Tiana. And the thing is, I understand that, Esteban, but it is, trust me. And it's so weird we have a hopeful debate. Exactly. It's a very good debate. And I'm enjoying that she's not sitting here calling me a bigot or anything like that. So that's what I'm saying. Just.
Well, you are a bigot.
Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible, evil white bigot. And so the point is, I love learning Divine. Okay? Like, I love learning. I have history. I watch all the history channels on YouTube. I enjoy watching History Channel. I love learning about science, and I love finding out the history of stuff. And what bothers me about a lot of this stuff is these folks at Disney, and I'll give you an example. When they were doing the new Jungle Book, right? They went to India, and they did all this deep research on making sure the kid matched with this. And when they did Moana, they did all this deep research on making sure they were right in the culture and da-da-da-da, and we're going to follow it true to the history. And then when it came to the white stories, they were like, well, we are going to completely redo this. We are going to rip it open from scratch. We don't care about the source material. We don't care about the original country it came from, the original culture. None of that matters because it's white. Now, does that sound inclusive to you? That's the first problem. The second problem is, why would you want, because everyone has said the same thing, across the board, it is a widely accepted thing that these remakes are soulless, and they're boring, and they're a cash grab. Everyone knows they're a cash grab.
It's the same reasons they keep remaking, like, the Transformers movies. It's the same reason they keep remaking the Star Wars movies. It's an easy buck.
It's an easy dollar, but they're not even like good anymore. They lack all the effort, and they lack anything that makes them magical.
Yep.
And so for me, why would I have that as my pinnacle of, look, they're giving me what I want, rather than saying, like with Wish, again, with Wish is have any of you seen even the images for Wish? I'm going to bring it up. Mind you, Wish isn't being made all this time through all the controversy with The Little Mermaid. Wish was being made all this time. It has an ethnically diverse cast. The main character, I believe, is Middle Eastern. Asha is her name.
Asha?
It's just all make-believe. I guess, honestly, I don't see it as serious as you guys in the chat and originators. Inclusion doesn't work how Black people want it to. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But look, this is a brand new character. And the thing is, Asha, Divine.
And she looks nice. The character looks nice. It's a well-detailed character.
Divine. I love her color palette. It's all purple and pretty.
Yep.
But here is the point I'm making. Because you're saying you don't take it as seriously, right? And no, I don't do tarot. I'm Catholic. Where's her comment? I want to highlight it.
Do you do tarot?
Okay. So here's the problem. This becomes core basics for a lot of people in their lives. The media and the pictures and the images, yeah, you can absorb it. And the thing is, when you physically watch them say, this white character is no longer appropriate, we are going to now make it a different ethnicity, you're telling white kids, which was never even a thought for any of them before, that your story is no longer good enough. It has to be a different color. Whereas before, kids just saw a story.
Yep.
And they related to whoever they liked. And that's the biggest thing. We stopped making it where the characters are the background to the overall message and story. Because these stories are supposed to take you away. They're supposed to release you from the bonds of this world. They're supposed to give you a moment where you feel like you're in a fantasy. And the thing is, now they have said if you don't directly see what you look like on screen, you can't live in that fantasy. You can't relate to these characters. You can't enjoy it. Even though, when I watched Encanto, I absolutely saw a lot of what my mom went through as a kid. Like, that's the thing. We no longer encourage kids to see these stories and be inspired just by the story. We now tell them if you're not represented physically, then you're not seen as important enough in media. And this is the biggest problem. I'm talking about escapism, and it doesn't exist anymore. Because now we have manipulated the younger masses into believing that you can't do what Rachel did. Again, I say, one of the reasons I immediately liked Tiana was because she promoted hard work and self-accountability and responsibility. Something that is so lacking in today. It was lacking back then. It's especially lacking now. Ariel's from a Danish culture. The story is from Denmark. I'm trying to get to... The chat keeps moving, so I'm trying to type. There we go. That's the thing. It's from Danish culture. Just as, again, if you go to Rapunzel and you go to Snow White, those are German culture. Beauty and the Beast is from France. You make it and see how it goes. Stop looking at everything I say negatively towards you. You may be... I understand what you're saying, Divine. That's what you're not getting. I know these talking points because I've been hearing them for the last few years. And you have been shown that they're positive, but they're not. What's positive is getting new stories. But and again, this is why I'm showing this. This is a new story. And why I'm pointing this out is I want you to think about it. During all that time that Disney is claiming the reason why they've got to make The Little Mermaid diverse is because there's not enough diversity. They didn't make any positive spin. They kept doubling down on it. They had this movie in the works all that time. And they don't speak about it at all. And what's really crazy is, do you know why it's called Wish? This movie is one of the most important movies to Disney. Do you know why? It's based off the wishing star. One of the core tenets of Disney culture. What did Jiminy Cricket sing about? What is at the beginning of every intro to Disney? The star. This movie is made as a love letter to Disney itself.
No, you're saying if they change Batman, you'd be pissed. Jeez, I'm so out of it. You're supposed to be drawing, by the way.
I know.
Chop, chop. Get back to work. Chop, chop. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Let it burn. But that's the thing is, like, I feel like we're talking in circles right now. I think Black people need to develop our own characters. Yes!
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why. Do you want to know who is doing that right now? Go ahead, Bubs. I don't even gotta say it. Who is doing that right now? What person? Ripaverse. If you haven't heard of them, Divine, you should absolutely go look him up. Eric July. Go look up his stuff. He is a Black content creator. He is releasing Black stories of Black characters. He is funding his own comic books.
Let me find.
Get that link in the chat if you want to see that. There is already content creators doing that, and he is getting funded by his own fans by the millions. Yes, Rippa. 100%. Yes, 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 yes. But my black non-binary Flash. No, Black Cat. I don't. You're new to it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of these folks, you have to understand something, Divine. A lot of my followers have been with me for almost 3 years now.
My black Jesus.
They are used to this, and they know this conversation. We've had this convo so many times.
Too many times. Oh, sorry.
It's true though. It is. It's a dead horse at this point. But the point is, and I will tell you, since you're new here, I have to face this way to draw, but the chat is this way, which is why I keep stopping to draw. Stop drawing so I can look at the chat. But point is, my response aren't to you, it's the chatters in your chat. Some are yours, and I know that, honey. I understand that. Held at gunpoint. Shut up, you.
Wait, who's being
Yes,
held at gunpoint?
I absolutely agree. If Bubs, can you drop a Discord in the chat? Divine, I would love to see you in our Discord. We can have many very long conversations. We have voice chats in there. If one of you can drop the Discord link, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach my computer. There it is.
His name is Garfield. He a white boy. Beast Boy's a white boy. But in Teen Titans Go, he has a very ethnically diverse family because it's all adopted.
Wait, wasn't Beast Boy always Latino?
As far as I know, no, he was white.
No.
Come to the. I mean, because Starside, we have cookies and cupcakes. I would very much love to have more conversations about this, Divine, when I do show up at the Discord. But on the event and occasions that I can.
Guess it's hard to say. Whatever. Don't really care. Beast Boy is white. Well,
I can get disrespectful, but it's such a low vibration associated that I like to stay happy. I don't think you've been disrespectful. I think Beast Boy was green. Yes, he is green. Very funny, Linda.
I think Beast Boy was green. Yeah.
He's
and sometimes a horse.
I don't know. If Alba was a... At least Beast Boy can get wet. Shut up, all of you. Shut up, Bublito.
What?
Uh-huh, exactly.
No, my boss was talking to me. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, good. I'm not repeating it.
Fine. I'll just go back. I mean, I've got the YouTube right here. Oh God, why did you say that? You disgust me.
Well, it's true.
I don't care.
How do you think she melted?
Oh, wow. You think Raven makes him turn into a horse every now and then?
I'm ignoring all of you now. But I think I've done pretty good on that so far. Giggity. They're trying to say Starfire is an alien. And like her character does not speak as that. Her character, I compare her character to Fluttershy in a lot of ways. Why do you think she's so grumpy? Is a minor furry? Ugh. Divine, anyone's allowed to speak to you here. That's the thing. And after 40 is just trying to talk, you know?
I don't even see after 40's message.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But whenever she says something, she's not trying to be rude or anything like that. She's just trying to talk.
No, I think he's looking at the wrong person because...
Yeah, I don't even see where.
No, Forty didn't say anything. I think he got the wrong person. You're good, 40. You're good.
Is there somebody chatting that I don't see?
No, I think Divine just got the names mixed up.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see with who. Because everyone stopped really talking about it.
I don't know.
Starfire's orange, right? Starfire is Trump, okay? God. Point is, we're not... like you said, we want to stay respectful. And
Hate Raid 40.
Hate Raid 40. Orange is the new black. Beast Boy was red-haired ginger before he was Beast Boy. He got his powers from a cancer cure. His parents were trying to cure him. Yeah, his name was Garfield.
We need to bring back Black Cat on stream. She was all over the place. It was fun.
But here's what Black Cat's always all over the place. Here's what I will tell you. Raven said it perfectly. I have fostered smartasses. Everyone in my chat, they roast me just as much, Divine.
No, we don't.
The fuck you don't.
We're always nice to you.
I worry about bringing your ass on.
Wow.
Between you and the sponge.
I'm your favorite. I know.
You both give me headaches.
See, Netanya, she doesn't.
That's true. Netanya doesn't. Netanya's the only one that loves me.
And Moon. Moon loves you.
Moon can roast me sometimes too. Moon is an honest roaster though. When Moon roasts you, you know that it's just the truth, and that's what makes it hurt more.
Yeah, but Mark, you're her husband. It's your job. Your comment come to the whatever said we have cookies and shit comment after 40. Just another. Whoa. Okay. You're the one taking that to a whole.
Divine, that's taking it extreme. She's just saying come to the Discord. That was her being friendly.
It's a meme. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. It's a Star Wars meme.
That was literally her just joking around with you.
Yikes. My head hurts.
She's one of the most least problematic people in my group.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying you're problematic, sir.
Oh. Well, that's because you don't see your Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how many times have you been banned from Twitter?
That doesn't count.
Oh, that counts, sir.
No, that doesn't. We're talking about you and your Discord and your chat. Don't get Twitter involved. Also, I've only been banned once from X. Twitter doesn't count anymore. It doesn't
my god, you stop with that. Yes. Wow. Hello, goalpost. We're being moved.
Oh no, I told you the goalpost is in a whole different galaxy now.
That's why I spam her. Black Cat spams me all the time.
You should show them the spam I sent you. Trying to get an invite to this.
What about me? I'm not problem. That's true, Jamari. You're not problematic yet. I'm never calling it right. I am never calling it.
Calling it X. Yeah, me neither.
That is never happening. Amongst the things that I am not doing, that is one of them.
That and no. I mean, what?
Why you thinking about that, sir?
No reasons.
Because
now that I'm married, I'm in need.
Let me see.
She got her ring now. She doesn't care about me anymore.
I'm looking at the Snallygaster, and I'm trying to see if it has a.
Don't worry, we can fix you.
What?
The message.
Stop it. Twitter is Twitter. Yes, I know, husband. Who is in the next room? He's never used Twitter.
Wow. Well, he is a boomer. He is on Facebook.
I'm literally older than him, and I have Facebook too, sir.
Well, that explains a lot. That must be why you're such a bigot.
Right.
Or something. I don't know. I should be working on my Inktober plan. I only have the first day planned out. What is Inktober? People getting tattoos or what?
You know what Inktober is? I've done it every year.
You assume I pay attention to what you do.
You do.
I don't.
You literally just got through discussing it for the monsters earlier. Now you know why you weren't on stream.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Because there's the official Inktober list, and then there is... So I do the official list, but I also do, obviously, my other artwork besides.
Oh.
So, like, right now, what I'm doing is I am making sure that I've got the monsters all sketched out.
Hold on. I'll send you the link, Divine. I had it right there. Where is it?
Eric July.
Yeah, I'll send the links again.
As a matter of fact, I stream every Monday night. I stream with Hara Emirata, who is dating the head of Eric July's oh god,
Rippaverse?
the community. He runs the entire
Rippaverse?
online, the Rippaverse community stuff.
If I could just find the... Oh, there it is.
I've been friends with half of his staff. I'm friends with one of the artists on his staff.
What is that link?
I was friends with the head of his customer service. When you gonna work for Rippa? I'm not good enough to work for Rippa. There you go. Thank you, After 40.
And...
I think we're getting somewhere on this.
I have yet to get my comic from...
I have yet to buy them. I'd like to.
I was waiting to see if the price would go down for the shipping because where I am, it cost me about 3 times the price of the comic itself. So it
I was
just...
gonna say, it probably won't go down just because of where you're located.
If anything's gonna go up.
If anything, it's gonna be more expensive, baby.
I'm sending someone I talked to online. I'm sending them my old graphics card. I'm sending it by UPS.
Mhm.
The shipping is like $50.
Ew.
Yeah. On the bright side, he's covering the shipping because I'm giving him the graphics card for free. But like, why? I could just walk up to the border and hand it to him, but that would be illegal. Make it make sense.
Oh, smuggling across the border, I see.
I mean, technically, we have a trade agreement between our 2 countries, so it's not illegal. My hand going over the border is illegal, but the item itself is not.
All right, so then here's what you do. You put the item like a foot from the border, get a really long stick.
And push it.
Yep.
Yep, that was my my idea too. And I would have recorded it like, hey, never cross the border.
You bet your
Star
ass.
miso
That's
brownies.
exactly.
Miso brownies? Wait, let me look that up.
Wait, miso brownies?
Brownies.
Miso?
Looks good, must taste terrible. Just like most vegan food. Got it.
Well, I will tell you, I found the hummus brownies, the blondies. I want to make those.
The what? The blondies?
So a blondie is just a vanilla or butter-based brownie. So no chocolate in it. And there is this recipe that's meant to make a healthier version of it. And it uses chickpeas.
Yeah.
And I'm very intrigued. And when the guy tried it, he said it was so like luscious and creamy. And like he said it was just like so different.
Strawberry ribs. Okay, Black Cat, what is wrong with you? Are you okay?
No, Black Cat likes to share things that she knows will piss me off.
What is going on?
Or that she thinks are interesting.
Black Cat, it's called a For You page, not a For Us page.
Blondie is not a real bounty. It doesn't have to be real to anyone but me. It's real enough. The man twerked. That's how good it was, apparently. Yes. Yes. And it looked so good. And I wants it. Horror doesn't believe me, but I want to make it. I also think I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards the Italian food for my anniversary stream, guys. We'll see.
I think you should make something that you're not accustomed to making.
No, because then the food will go to waste.
No.
That's something I hate. That's why I don't do a lot of experimental cooking. Because if it's something we're not used to making, it means it's something we don't eat. And if it's something we don't eat,
shut up, Black Cat, shut up. Peach chicken bake. What the fuck?
She's just throwing out all these random shit now, isn't she?
Yeah, she. Shut up.
I know this woman. I know what she do.
Chocolate chick. What is wrong with you? That one is Choco. Chocolate.
That bitch will turn anything from chocolate. We don't acknowledge.
That's super what Raven said. Cease. Those are real recipes. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
Listen,
And, there are people that eat bugs, and respect
there are
them.
cannibal cookbooks. It doesn't mean I'm following the recipe.
Oh, yeah. You do eat. Never mind. Gotta keep my mouth shut.
Exactly, you really fucking will. 100%. That's exactly.
Hey, Maddie, how you doing?
You are very much so going to keep your damn mouth shut.
That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you researching cannibal cookbooks?
I wasn't searching. I just know they exist. I watch a lot of horror stuff. Well, actually, I don't watch a lot of horror stuff. I watch a lot of murder mystery stuff.
Blackened chicken with dragon fruit sauce.
No, thanks. Because Starman won't eat it, and I won't eat all of it.
Peaches. Oh god, there's a Reddit on cursed food combos. Of course there is.
Yeah, and so I'm going to take your advice on what food I'm going to try to cook. When you're reading off of that, no thank you.
Okay, so not to self, never eat out with Black Cat. Because I'm just worried where she would take us.
Black Cat would purposely take you someplace that would freak you out.
You guys are responding to all messages? Yes, there's a delay, Divine. Oh, wait. Am I that far behind? No, I'm not.
Let me see.
Like, there's a couple seconds delay, but...
Yeah, I'm responding because they're just showing up now.
Yeah, no, there's a delay between what we see on the chat and
Yeah, but there's always been that.
I wish I was being a little condescending, but it's okay. I was reading her responses. Okay, but you're the one that came out of nowhere now.
And she's...
Like, we're talking about food, and you're going back to whatever happened like 15 minutes ago.
Divine, are you fuck's sake. Fast forward in the stream, honey.
Yeah, oh, that might be it, yeah.
You might be delayed in the stream. Because sometimes, even by a few seconds, it'll happen.
Brown butter miso chocolate chip cookies. Ugh.
Oh, no, that does sound good.
No.
Yo, no, you gotta realize, think about it. The best cookies, the best chocolate chip cookies had a little bit of saltiness to them.
No.
Shit.
There is not a single thing that Black Cat listed that seems appealing.
Hold on. That sounds good. Brown butter chocolate chip.
Ugh.
Chocolate chip. Let's try miso.
I had donuts this morning. Finally, normal food.
Yo, guys, there's a lot of recipes. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I might have to do this. I might have to try this sometime. Salty chocolate. Yes. Yes.
Cherry and wasabi supposed to be a yummy combo. Ugh.
No, not gonna that.
Notice what
Is it
you're-
delay? Of course it's okay. I'm just listening now to see what you're gonna draw. And peep out the heart of your channel. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't talk about a lot of what I post on my channel on here. Because I save those for the videos. Typically, I'm always talking about fat bitches.
That's a lie. You always repeat yourself.
Not in the. I don't repeat what I'm talking about on the channel.
Bitch,
Though.
please.
Shit. Go ahead. Tell me.
You want me to go down the list?
Where do I make a video about something and then talk about it later? What have I done a single video on?
Any stream you do with Amarada.
Name one video.
You
Name one
reference the
video.
old video. The Lizzo video, for example.
The Lizzo video, I said it before I released it, and have I spoken about Lizzo since?
Yes, last stream.
I did not.
Not yesterday, sorry, last week.
I did not.
Yes, you did. I
What
was
did
there.
I talk about?
I don't fucking know, but you
Exactly.
brought up the video.
I referenced the video. That's no. That is not the same thing at all. That is not the same thing at all, sir. Referencing saying, hey, I said that in that video, or hey, go watch that video, is not the same thing as me repeating every single point I made in the video.
Something. I'm just tired of
Now you may talk.
that. Anyway.
Now he's responding to me for the link. No, see, yeah, you're behind, Divine.
I blocked their chat. Their chat. It's just going back and forth for no reasons.
I will tell you right now, if you haven't tasted a little bit of saltiness in your cookies, you haven't lived. I am putting that out there. You haven't lived if your chocolate chip cookie doesn't have a little bit of salt to it. And if you just think because it's not going to be good, try it.
All I heard was go teabag the biscuits. Got it.
Oh my God, Sinbad is snoring and it's precious. I couldn't figure out why I was hearing this. Yeah, just sprinkle a little sea salt on top of your chocolate chip cookie. Just sprinkle a little sea salt.
No, teabag the cookies.
Oh.
Have your husband do it. I mean, what?
Why are you thinking about my husband's balls?
I always think about Maddie's balls.
Turkish Delight. I've never had Turkish Delight.
Some salt cookies is good. I mean, isn't there like a pinch of salt in every recipe?
But this is where it's just like, if you like salted caramel, just try it. That's all I'm
What is the
saying.
source of the salt in my cookies?
The tears of your enemies? I don't know.
Semen. I mean, what?
Whose?
Choco.
That explains so much about her.
Like her breath.
If I can smell her breath all the way from over here, then there's something really If I can smell her breath all the way from the UK here in America, then something's up.
Not semen in my cookies, though. Not because they come and go.
Have you tried Lind? Oh, Lind makes delicious sea salt. So good.
Isn't Lind a Canadian company? I forgot.
No, it's a chocolate brand, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, aren't they? Oh, no, it's Switzerland. Okay. Did you just say my breast or breath?
If I can smell either all the way over here,
Either of those.
I'm gonna tell you right now, your tits shouldn't have any scent. And if I'm smelling your tits all the way from over here, woo, girl, what you been doing? What you been smoking?
Hey, Jade.
Jade.
Breast, breast.
Well, we have a new nickname for Choco now. Titty breath.
Oh, God. What a time to join the chat, Jade.
Would you like to hear about your titty breath now or later? Lynn discount stores 10 minutes from your house. Oh, Linda. Linda lives near heaven.
Chocolate with bacon. Get the fuck out.
Good.
Oh, that's the most American thing I've ever heard.
Except it started in other countries. My favorite thing is everyone's like, oh, this fat thing is so American, and they find out it's like in Taiwan or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's not just us. I can't show the kitties. The babies are in their crate, and Orion's out of his. Babies are in their crate. You got to see the
So next time you draw Choco, that should be included.
Chocolate bacon is good.
Oh, what is wrong with you guys?
So
Banana
if you
and
like
bacon.
bacon and chocolate, then you would like salt and chocolate. The hell's wrong with you, woman?
Banana and bacon?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
you
very
guys are just
popular
trying to piss
combo.
me off now.
That's very popular. Well, you're also Jewish. You can't eat it.
I'm a converted Jew.
Okay, you still can't eat it.
I was baptized. I'm Christian. I can eat bacon.
Yahweh is judging you. Matt, is it raining?
No, it's pissing.
Thought it was. It sounded like it was. I guess I was wrong.
Bacon apple pie. Why would
Ooh. There's something good about that, but not. That's like a cursed mix that I bet would still taste good.
Is it raining, man? But
Can you
converted just for the bacon. Close enough.
I don't want to sing on stream and get my ass all. Thank you.
Linda, I didn't convert for bacon, but close enough.
He converted to eat something else.
Yeah. In order to keep eating it, I had to convert.
Giggity.
Oh, that's a giggity indeed.
Phrasing. No.
Oh, we're way past phrasing at this point. Oh, why am I so tired?
Because it is the changing of the seasons.
No, it's because yesterday I woke up at midnight. Went to bed. Oh, I went to take a nap at 2 in the afternoon, and I woke up at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always great. So yesterday I worked from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and I went to bed at like 8, and I woke up this morning at like 4. My schedule is all over the place.
You're feeling great today.
I'm feeling like a buck. I'm feeling like a potato. I'm a potato. But more meat and salt, also texture is important. That's true. Texture is important.
Really good texture on chocolate, like, is divine. So, like, the worst texture on chocolate I've ever had is obviously Palmer's chocolate. If you don't know what Palmer's chocolate is, then you are blessed. It is the cheapest of cheap chocolate available in America.
I just want to point out, Choco is trying to organize a gangbang or something. I don't know what's going on.
He's talking about the efficacy of meat and chocolate.
No. Just read above that.
Since someone wants to smell my breasts and breath, anyone want to join in the more than Choco? Choco. Babe, we aren't that lonely yet. Don't worry. I get you a man out there in the UK. Find you a strong, fine Scotsman. Or a tall, proper Englishman.
How did you go from
Which is a very drunk
to
Irishman.
Scott? You know there are 2 different provinces, right? Countries, I mean.
I know, honey.
Okay, just making sure.
You weren't listening. You started talking before I finished.
I don't really care.
I will turn you off.
I know you will. I'd rather you turn me on. I mean, what?
Child, you are married and I'm your mother.
Sweet home Alabama.
All right, no more than that though, because seriously, I don't know the rules anymore. YouTube is fucking weird. Just constantly adding on new rules and what can and can't go.
Purposely ignore the UK comment, but not the Scott comment.
You're not ignoring it because you acknowledged it. So I'm very proud of myself, though, going back to what Choco initially tried to embarrass me about. I did an excellent job cleaning my bathroom yesterday because Starman and I, several months ago, before I got sick and when I thought we were making a lot more money this time around, had prepaid for a vacation for our anniversary. And so we are going away. I will not say to where until afterwards just because God knows maybe there's just one person in my audience that hates me enough to go there. So we're going away, and it's going to be for a couple of days. And so while I'm gone, the dogs are coming with us because that was a whole ridiculousness last time. We're taking the dogs with us, but I have to leave all the cats. And there's only one person, since my sister-in-law is expecting, that can come in to this amount of cats. So my father has to come in. So I am making sure not only is my house clean, it is clean. So he can't bitch about nothing when he comes in. And whatchamacallit. So I am making sure that the bathroom is all gorgeous. I'm making sure my bedroom's all gorgeous. Thankfully, the kittens are literally the easiest animals to put away ever. The boys, literally, they'll run around the room. They'll go crazy. The moment you pull out food and water, they come right back in. Last night was a perfect example. So I had before my internet decided to be a douchebag, Horror asked me to bring Dante out. So I go in, and now the thing is, their crate is on floor level now, and it's got a gravity door. So it has to swing wide open in order to get one of the cats out. I told the boys no and to wait, and they sat perfectly in their crate while I took Dante out. And then I put them back in. I had Dante out here for a long time. Then I went back in. I called Gorian. Gorian was like, it's my turn. I took him out, put Dante back in. Atticus waited nice and perfect for his turn. And then the third time was when the internet was out, so none of you got to see Atticus. But he did come in here. And it's just, they're very well-behaved boys. They love play, but they love meeting people too. And they're just such good little boys, and I'm very proud of them. And that's why I'm not too concerned when they're all done with their veterinary things, releasing them into the general population. And I'm also just really super excited to have my fucking room back after almost 5 years of having crates in them. I need you guys to understand this. And from the moment I moved into this house, except for like 2 months, I have been raising kittens. Either kittens I have fostered, kittens I have raised and adopted out, or kittens that were mine. And I am so ready to be done with that. I'm ready to at least have a little bit of time where there is no cat crate in my room. Look, if I've got to put a cat box in there, understandable, because I have a lot of cats. I can get the furniture that's designed to hold the cat box, blah, blah, blah. But I'm so ready to no longer have to worry about the crates. We are more than we are. We are one.
We are more than we are.
Have you been raising the hubby alongside them? Yes. It's a matter of fact, yes.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa!
Be careful, sir.
You're allowed to do singing as
You're
long
not.
as
They
they're
even,
not
they
you.
even go after covers now. And if you do anything over 15 seconds.
Okay, that was not even 2 seconds.
But
Calm down.
sometimes they'll go.
Calm down.
I don't want to risk
Calm down.
I don't risk it at all now because they will tap you for anything.
Bad star set. Bad.
Only I get to shush on this channel. Only I may shoosh. Are you going to be
It
able
makes
to
me feel good.
You seen that long just pearl? Yes, and it was so good. Yes. Bubs, have you seen it?
Hmm?
That video about Pearly?
No.
Oh. Is it Jay Ruley or Drooly? All I know, you were with... No. That's never. No. But... whatchamacallit? No black cats, no. But as for Pearl... Because as I stated in one of my videos, I admitted that I was wrong about her. Someone released this documentary about her.
Street corn soup? Soup?
And a history about her. And when I tell you guys, it's intense. And how deep he went in on it. Well, it's like what I think is funny is that Pearl loves to sit there and say, for instance, any woman that chooses a career, even if she has kids, is selfish and isn't a good mom. Take a guess at what Pearl's mom was.
Stripper?
A CEO of a multi-million-dollar company.
Close enough.
On top of that, so I'm going to lay this all out for you. Pearl's newest endeavor is women should not get married and their only value is being a mom and getting married and being a virgin, okay? And simultaneously she's telling men that getting married and having children is too big a risk for them. They should not do it. So I want you to realize what she's saying. She's telling one side to do one thing and one side to do another, okay? It's not the first thing she's doing. She sits there and she tells people she's really she's just not a very good looking woman in comparison to many others. But I mean, in the wrong light, I'm not that great either. Here's what I will tell you, because let me get there, because it's insane what she said. She will sit there and tell people that women should not have opinions, women should not talk over men, women should not try to speak for men. And then she tells men how they feel, what they should feel, and what they should do. She gets mad when any man calls her out, and she says they're not men, they're women. She said that any person over 40 is in a marriage that is doomed to fail. They're miserable, they're trapped, her parents are in their 50s. They're still married. And when everybody calls her out and says, well, you say women that are mothers and have children and are not stay-at-home moms are terrible, they're selfish. Well, it's not the case with her mom. No, her mom is different. Well, if all marriages are doomed to fail over 40, well, no, not her parents. They're different.
I hate the whole argument between a mom should be at home or a mom should be working. Can we just let them decide? Like, I hate that there's an argument for that aspect of a couple. Like my wife, if she wanted to go back to work, she could go back to work tomorrow. But she decided to be a stay-at-home mom because that's what worked for us. It's like, can we just stop?
Here's the thing. It depends on the couple.
Exactly.
It
depends on the couple. It depends on your financial situation. It depends on where you live. Maybe you need to have someone at home to drive the kids around, or maybe they have access to like a bus or whatever. There's so many things that can. I don't know.
And the thing is, the red pill men. Oh, she hates all the men on Daily Wire now, even though she claims that
Ben Shapiro was like the manliest man she had ever known.
Oh yeah, she used to say how Ben Shapiro was so cool and da 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 da. But Ben clearly has a terrible marriage. He just
motherfucker can't even get his woman wet. I mean,
supposedly,
what?
They say that.
It's not normal for your wife to get wet. I mean,
And well, he was talking about the buckets upon buckets, which I mean is very true. If you're a woman leaking out buckets upon buckets all the time for no reason, take her to a doctor.
You're doing something wrong, or she's pissing
You
on
are
you.
doing something wrong, or she is infected with something. But the point is, Pearl, which I think is the most hilarious thing of all, will say that the men from Daily Wire are not old enough yet because their marriages are too young. And they're still too in love to understand that they're in a doomed marriage. Pearl advises people on marriage and relationships and has never even been engaged. Her longest relationship was 5 months.
Bitch, please.
She sits there and tells you that these men don't know what they're talking about because they haven't had enough experience, and then tells you she knows what she's talking about with 0 experience.
Bitch, please.
She sits there and tells women like me, older conservative Christian women in traditional marriages, that we are just feminists and we're torturing our husbands. She believes that, like, what her most latest brain dead thing is, do you think in the Great Depression they were dreaming about date night? Yes they were, because they needed an escapism from the hellhole that was their lives.
Yep.
There's whole magazines and guides about it, you stupid fucking bitch.
Just look at the idea of outdoor theater. That was the first person that invented that was a man, and the reason he did that is because his wife loved movies and she loved being outside, so he decided to combine the two and make it.
It means a drive-through, guys.
And then people started looking at it, and it's like, oh, that's a nice idea. And so the idea got bigger and bigger, and now we have like outdoor theaters and stuff like that.
This is the point, guys. She makes up these things, and then afterwards, it's the best thing. She's like, "Why are you all attacking me personally?" She literally posted a picture of a side-by-side of Pierce Brosnan and his wife with like a 25-year difference. The woman's had 5 children, so her tits have gotten a little bigger. She's gained, maybe I would say overall, looks like 30 pounds if you take away the boobs. She's like, "Is this really a win?"
Oh, that's what you call those, drive-in theaters? Oh,
yeah, the drive-in theaters.
Okay.
And so it's like, when she sits there and says these things, then she goes, "Oh my God, why is everyone attacking my family?" Because you literally sit there and tell everyone that they don't know what they're talking about, that their lives are clearly delusional, that they don't understand anything. So yeah, then they're going to say, well, where are you getting your basis of ideas? And then we look at everything you claim you're not, everything you claim that people shouldn't be is everything your family is. Well, then we can't look at your family. Well, no, we can't talk to them, can't talk about them. Why not? You use them as a basis. You talk about them. You use the life you have, claiming that that's good enough experience. No, it doesn't work that way, Pearl.
And the fact that, like you said, her longest relationship was 5 months.
And I can tell you exactly who it was to.
That's telling a lot.
Who knows? The guy says, "That's gorgeous." Angry reactions, that was her boyfriend.
Angry reaction. Angry Joe?
The black guy that screams, "That's gorgeous."
Oh, that. Oh, okay. That was her boyfriend or whatever?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Didn't know that.
He moved in with her family, and they broke up. And that's the only relationship she's had. The only one. And the thing is, Pearl even admitted on a video once, the reason why she listens to these guys is because she hates herself and has low self-esteem.
Of course. Of course.
And the thing is, I and many other women who have started following me on Twitter because they've seen me roasting Pearl in her comments.
Catfish.
Here's what I will tell you, bitch got catfish. Listen, they both catfished each other. Let me tell you something.
I would have heard of advice about cat breeding.
I know, right? Let me tell you something. Pearl, literally, I've been saying for months now, ever since I was called out about her, I've been saying for months, everything she exudes is evidence of self-loathing. And then I find out she really does loathe herself. And I'm like, oh, see, there it is. Confirmation.
And it's unfortunate because she's a good-looking woman.
She could be. But the problem is, Pearl It's like, all right, so for instance, when I show up on camera, I know that when I do my live streams and I do my own live streams, because I'm going to have the animals on me, I usually am wearing a not too good looking outfit. But when I record stuff, I tend to make sure I have makeup on, I have a bra on, I look good. Why? Because I understand that my message doesn't look as good when you've got someone with tits sagging, face looking busted, hair not brushed. There's a reason why there's an aesthetic to my background, things like that. Because you have to look like you're put together when you're giving people life advice. When you're trying to give people life advice, you can't look like you lack any ability to control your own life.
Esteban, your opinion doesn't count. You're into men.
Yeah.
I had to.
Esteban, no, if he does find her attractive, then we do know she's a guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Brother, you're playing for the other team. You don't get to comment.
I will say this. Pearl is definitely a woman. I think she's a woman that, much like a lot of girls like me, men didn't pay attention to, which she said they didn't. I was not, as you guys have seen, again, I've showed the photos many times, I was not super overweight, but everyone treated me like I was hideous. And so you can do one of two things when you get that way. You can either become desperate for any attention or you can not give a fuck. I'm very grateful I went to the not give a fuck side. Pearly, on the other hand, she is desperate for male validation. Down. Pearl is desperate for male validation. I'm bi, I don't fight. I agree. I think that she can wear some outfits that make her look good. I would never go for a girl like Pearl. Ever. She's nothing that I think is attractive in a girl. And that's the thing. She is someone who she wants to be wanted. And her siblings, sadly, there are many siblings she has, because she has 9 siblings.
Oh, God.
3 are adopted. Pearl got a lot of her dad's features. We're going to just leave it at that. Pearl got a lot of her dad's features, which is very unfortunate for her. And she doesn't put in the effort to learn how to dress for her body type. She essentially says, okay, well, this is the outfits that traditional girls go for. And that's what she wears, regardless of how they fit on her figure, regardless of how they fit on her muscle mass, how they look with her skin tone. She grabs what she thinks is according to her following. But if you look at her comments now, even her comments are roasting her. Yeah, she got dad's complexion. Mom is a little darker, not by much, but she is. She got her mom's eyes. She got her dad's hair color and her dad's skin complexion.
Wait, I gotta ask. Toasty, do you stream? I'm sure I've seen your name somewhere.
She does, I believe.
Like, the name reminds me of someone, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's only 26, guys. And the thing is, that's why, like, she constantly sits there and says, if you're...
I thought
that's
she was, like,
why
32.
She tries to find some validation for what's valuable in her. That's why she sits there and says, you know, if you're business-oriented, if you're this or you're that. She pretty much paints the exact person she is as the worst kind of woman. And then says, well, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. When really what it is self-deprecation in the worst way possible. Because she doesn't try to find any value in herself. And now everything she does, no matter what, now there's no redeeming feature to women whatsoever. Like, there is nothing Pearl says that says women have a redeeming feature. And that's the problem. She is now at the point where she believes women are just useless as a whole. Why? Because she doesn't see any value in herself. And so because she doesn't see the value in herself, she's just going to tell all women they don't matter. And that's sad. It is very sad what Pearl does.
You know, it's sad what she does, but it's even more sad for the people that listen to her.
Agreed.
Anyone that listen to people online for relationship advice, don't. Just don't. Talk with the other person that is part of your couple. Talk to them. That's how you figure things out. It's not by listening to whatever freaking Andrew Tate or Pearl is saying online. like it drives me crazy that even it's mostly for younger people. Like they listen to whatever they find on TikTok and they believe that's real relationship advice. It's like, no, it's not. If
It
it
is-
works for that person or if it works for someone, good, but that's not a general advice. It's just it works for them, and therefore they're trying to make you believe that it works for everyone. But
There are
no,
people in the red pill that are friends with Pearl that even say, I'm sorry, I don't agree with 90% of what comes out of her mouth. Because at this point, she is a doom pillar in every sense of the word.
oh yeah,
There is nothing that can be redeemed. There's nothing that is good. Oh, until this is fixed, nothing will change. And so she literally, like for instance, she said, "Oh, what? A key to a good marriage is communication and date nights." Yes. Yes. She made it like it's a joke because now the idea is that romance, and I've been saying it for months and nobody wanted to believe me. Red pillars believe romance is gay. If you're
Yeah.
being romantic with your partner, if you love your partner, then you have a failed marriage. They say this. The women now they believe women should not be able to argue with their husband whatsoever.
yeah, we're going back in time now.
Like now they're trying to backwards. It's so much that it's like, guys, shut up, stop, like stop. You are going to ruin us this next election with your fucking idiotic takes.
Yep.
And again, if Pearl believed half of what she said, Pearl would
She would live by it.
She would live by it. She would give up her business. She would stop talking back to men at all. She would give any and all earnings she's made to her father, and she would look for an arranged marriage. She
You know
does
what?
it.
You know what? I've been married for a whole week now, so I believe I'm an expert on the subject now. So I should start a podcast.
Right? In 2 weeks, I'll have been married for 11 years.
Yeah,
And in 7 months,
you're old.
I'll-
Sorry, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
They
right?
need something newer.
Oh, guys,
so,
that's right. I'm old and I'm fat. I mean, my opinion means nothing to the red pill.
And you're white.
And I'm white. Well, no, actually, that's one of the only things I'm valuable about in the red pill.
Oh.
You're more of an expert than Pearl. Yes, I am.
You're more of an expert. Somehow.
Pearl does not understand the nuance of anything. And again, she lacks the life experience to
I
even
gotta go.
comment on
Got
it.
driving practice today. Have fun, Holly.
Bye, Holly. Saying guys that care about other men's masculinity, right? And the thing is, it's just like,
And I'll just say that if a man is manly, if a woman is feminine, feminine is that
Feminine.
the word? Feminine. They don't tell you. They are. Case closed.
exactly.
Like a guy like Andrew Tate that's always telling you, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. No, you're not. You're a bitch. Shut up.
It's like I got in a fight with this guy the other day on Twitter, and he was like, "No one's calling Ben Shapiro when shit hits the fan. They're calling Andrew Tate. If I need an army of whores, then I'm calling Andrew Tate. That's the only time I'm calling Andrew Tate.
If I need a dozen hookers, I'm calling Andrew Tate.
Otherwise,
If I need to
I'm
win a
calling Ben
debate, I'm
Shapiro,
calling Ben
thank you.
Shapiro.
Like they were like, oh well, it's because and I posted it all in the drama screenshots because the guy was just absolutely retarded. Like, here's the thing, guys. It's just like he said, and this is why, like, for instance, so in retail, we have a rule: never talk shit about your competition.
Nope.
Now, does anyone know? Shut up! Don't say it yet, bub.
Okay.
Does anyone know why you should never talk shit about your competition? I want to see in the chat. Oh, I have strong opinions on Tate. I can't stand him.
I don't really like him. The one thing I'll say that is positive about him is he's good at motivating people to go to like the gym and wanting to be more. The way he does it, the way he tells people to do it, no, I don't agree with that. But the mentality of you need to fight for what you want, that I can understand.
Yeah, to an extent, I can agree on that. But the thing is, other people have said it for years.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, the way, like, obviously the guy is popular. Like it or not, he is.
So
So,
Chaco's close.
in your political position, you should do it with grace and moral high ground.
It's very close. Because if you have to shit on your competition, how good is your product?
You.
Your product and its quality and your service should speak for itself. And so the thing is, that's why they say real men don't say, they do. My dad has never once had to call. I've never heard the words out of my father's
back.
mouth, I'm a masculine man. My dad has never had to say it because my dad just is. My dad just naturally is a strong man. He is a very manly man, and he just is. If you have to go around telling people what you are, then you're not who you say you are. She's beauty, she's grace, she never masturbates. God almighty. Hey, babe, can you come here for a minute? Why? Ew. That's not very cash money at you. Yeah, you alpha, you red pill. I've got my drawing shoes on, which makes it hard to get up and down. What's going on behind that door? Oh, it was Calliope. The door kept moving forward and backward, and I was like, what the hell? And then she almost bolted again because Orion was right behind you. Can you do me a favor? Put the dogs out. Thank you. Why do we have to put anyone against anyone? Can't we all just... Here's the thing. I don't believe in pitting anyone against anyone, but what I will say is I pulled my pencil because I had to adjust something, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, well, it can't have been that important. What I will say is when it comes to comparison of trash, a lot of people compare Tate to others. I do not see any value in Andrew Tate as a person because a lot of the stuff he says, other people say. He just found a way to monetize it. And then again, this is a funny thing. You cannot be a Christian person and promote Andrew Tate. You cannot be a godly person, a Catholic, a Christian, and promote Andrew Tate. His entire basis of money and job is greed, lust, fornicating, and pride. Everything about him. And that's why in the beginning I was neutral about Tate, but the fact that this is a man that literally hosted a sex ring. He stole money from men by tricking them into believing. Now, granted, these guys are stupid, but the point is, he would spend hours manipulating these men out of their money. And yet here comes Candace Owens. Right, exactly. Candace Owens, who usually has all the opinions in the world, she practically simped for the man. So I have strong opinions on him because that is not someone I want attached to my political backing. He didn't care anything about these girls. He very purposely did what is categorically abuse. He tricked these women into believing they were in love with him. He tricked these women into believing that he wanted to be with them. He would trap them purposely away from their families. And he said this in his own words. I'm not even going off of what these girls said. I'm going off of Tate's own words from his own seminars that he would release. Saying that he would do these on purpose because you can't have these women thinking that they have a support system. So he would take them miles, hundreds of miles away from their family and their support system, take away their money, their ability to feel any freedom. And that's what this man would do. And you want to promote him? Christian Grey, but the thing is, and I don't agree on that, and I'm going to tell you why, Rachel. Because Christian never took her away from her family. Christian never said she wasn't allowed to see anyone again. And Christian let Anna do whatever the hell she wanted. And she was able to stand up to him, and it was just the two of them. we still have morons defending him. Exactly. Exactly. He did follow a lot of these cult tactics. She can be alone, family and friends. I read all the books. He stalked her so she would fall in love with him, but she was allowed to have her family and friends. I don't want to bone him. I just want someone to... Never mind. Anyways. I don't see them as the same because I don't care. It's good trash. Here's what I will say. I 100% agree that 50 Shades is absolute trash. 50 Shades is absolutely trash and smut, and I loved every book.
I don't know what was going on with that movie, but when the movie came out, it was like an aphrodisiac for women.
Anna was worse than Christian, exactly. Like, the thing is, unlike with this, you and your slut novels,
Your slut novels.
Unabashedly, I agree. I like my smut. Here's what I will tell you. Here's what I will tell you all. You can't compare Tate to Christian Grey.
It was on a billionaire din episode of Dateline.
It was an episode of Dateline. You listen here, young lady. You listen here and you listen well.
I mean, she's not wrong.
There are plenty of people that are shut novels. Shut. I will 100% compare. You can't. Because it was one-on-one person. And they were in a relationship. Tate literally would just, you're not my dad. I'm your mother.
That's even worse. Where's my microphone? There it is. Okay.
Where's your microphone?
Up my ass.
I have a poorly written smut shelf. Right. But I bet you read it, don't you, Marcia? We all, listen, ladies. It's okay. We all can admit it. We understand it's not a real story. We understand that it's not true.
Slut fun money. Go get a hobby.
Understand. Slut fun money, get a better hobby. Thank you for the $5.99. Oh, you actually just reminded me of something, Choco. Okay. All right. With my butt hurting, Choco actually just reminded me of something. So I have been told on 2 different streams now, and I'm going to ask you guys your opinion, and you tell me what you think. So, once again, and you all know when I bought this chair, I said it was a cheap-ass chair. It was a quick fix. It was $100, and that was not that bad for me. This chair is failing, and part of the reason why I have a hard time creating right now is sitting for long periods. I have to choose between editing videos and streaming. And because once I sit here for too long, my knees hurt, my chest hurts, my hips hurt, everything hurts, and then I can't work, and I need work to make money. So Horror, Faye, and some people on stream all have made the suggestion, and I may do it. No, you failed that chair star sound. Shut up, Chris. The chair that I need to get is expensive. That expensive. It's like $700. If I did a crowdfund for it, because this way I can get to creating better for you guys. If I did a crowdfund, what do you think of that? What? I don't even know if Bubs is listening right now because he's silent. It's a secret lab. I was thinking not a Kickstarter because Kickstarter's for an item. I was thinking of what's that one that's not GoFundMe? Someone said Ko-fi. I should do Ko-fi. Or the other one, Cash Grab Go? What is it? If only losing weight was as easy as losing my keys, right? Secret Lab is a brand of chairs. And they last a very long time. They're constructed really well. May not be a bad idea, right? Ko-fi, Subscribe Star. I have Patreon, but I don't get enough patrons. And Call it the slut fund. Give, send, go. Give, send, go. That's what I was thinking about. And what I was thinking was it would just be a one-time thing to get to the chair, and then I would give you guys like a 12-hour stream. And I was thinking what I could also do is some folks like Jamaria had asked, it's a bit overrated, you would need the Titan model, and that's extra cushion because they are hard. Right. Well, that's exactly what I have picked out is the Titan with extra cushioning. That's the exact one I have after 40. Why
Bitches, they
aren't
come, they go. Saturday to Sunday, Monday.
because it's hard to find a chair because even if I was thin, I have wide hips. And why are the R and T close? I don't get what that means.
No, better question. Why is there so many R's in English? It's a pain in the ass to pronounce.
Well, learn better English. Definitely 12 hours. I can definitely see Star Sun going on talking for that long. I definitely could. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea?
I missed the idea. What is it?
Were you paying attention at all?
No, I was working.
Long story short, should I do crowdfunding for a better, higher quality chair? Because I cannot sit for long in either of these chairs. And I have to choose every week whether I'm going to stream or edit, pretty much.
I mean,
Do it. Don't ask. Don't get.
it's not really a question. If you're not sitting properly, you need a better chair. That's the end of the story.
I have been skating by with cheap ass stuff, and
I would say you could start a crowdfunding, but like don't expect it to finance the whole thing.
Well, it's only $700. Not like I'm spending like $4,000.
Well, that's not too bad for an office chair.
Yeah, it's the saying. It would be a secret lapse.
Have you tried a secret lab chair first?
I mean, it's getting better than when I got Bubs.
No, but have you sat in one?
No, Horror has the one that I want, and she and I are shaped very, very similar.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking. You might not be comfortable in their chair. I'm not talking about your physique. I'm talking about you personally. You might not be. It might not be to your liking, especially for $700. I would sit in one first.
But there's nowhere I can sit in one.
Do you have a micro center over there?
No.
Do you ever drive near one?
A what?
Micro center.
That doesn't exist here.
Oh, I thought it was all over the U.S. Oh, that's weird. You could check at Best Buy, I guess.
Nope, Best Buy don't have any on display here. I've checked.
Well, time to pay a visit to Amorata.
Hold on.
Star Sun does not worshiper.
Worshiper. As in
I
return,
think you mean the worshipper.
you can return, as far as I know. I can double.
No, not micro center. Micro center. C. Micro center.
Let me see. Let me go look at it really quick. Let me go and look at it.
Because as far as I know, they are one of the most not technology, but like computer stuff oriented. But they've got a bunch of stuff, and they do a lot of deals with like side companies. So I'm pretty sure Secret Labs would have their stuff for sale over there. Like I know if you need a computer or something, you would go there. I would send you there.
I cannot think. My brain is not working.
I have.
I'm looking for the return policy on it. You have a 5-year extended warranty, return policy. Defective products do not conform to Secret Lab standards will be replaced. Up to 49 days from the delivery, subject to return. View return policy. View latest document. There is no restocking fee. I have 49 days from when I receive the product. I'm responsible for shipping fees. Once in a blue moon, we have some questions about our product before you return anything. You don't the product doesn't work for you. You can return the product under no questions asked. So I can return it absolutely.
Okay, well that's a good thing. So yeah, you could give it a shot.
Right. That's the same. Like the one I want is the Titan. I want it in a woven fiber. I mean, it's got a 4.9 out of 5, and that's out of almost 46,000 customers.
I don't really trust reviews.
And I do. I've had to. I mean, here's what I will tell you guys. It's a strong looking chair. It's designed a little wider. I think it's the XL. Let me see the dimensions. What are the dimensions on it?
Let me open that on my end. Streamlabs. I don't even know if I'm allowed to open that on a work computer, but hey, we'll find out. Streamlabs chair.
See, that's
Wait,
the
no,
biggest problem.
it's not Streamlabs. What is it? It's
Secret Labs, rather.
Secret Labs. Thank you. Oh, it's cheaper here. Just kidding, it's US dollars. Never mind.
Yeah, at this exact moment, it's $5.98. So it's gone down in price today.
Oh, wait, is it? Get up to 300 off. Interesting. Might have to look into that. Chair, Secret Lab, Titan. Is it the Titan Evo that you're looking at?
Yeah. And again, I would do more. I'm trying to make sure that they're the right weight class, but the problem has always been height. Height is still my killer because these is still technically too tall for me. So the thing is, I've got this like mixed bag of it needs to hold my weight, but it also needs to accommodate my height.
Like the headrest needs to be proper height.
No. I mean, I am not tall enough for the chair.
Yeah. I mean, the headrest is too far up for you.
No. It's me being able to get into the chair, Bubs.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It's not even. You see, you're thinking too much on comfort. No, I mean ability to even climb into the damn thing. Like you got to realize something.
Oh, okay, so we get a crowdfunding going for the chair and another one for a step stool.
I found the stools already. Tara
Okay.
and I spent like an hour one night just looking through Amazon. What the fuck? So I found the stools.
How much is that fucking thing?
Like right now, okay, hold on. To be able to sit in this chair, okay? I need you guys to understand this. To be able to sit in this chair and not have my legs dragged down, I have to wear these.
Oh, it's $6.79. Here.
I have these on my feet right now. Just so my legs are not dangling. Which is what's breaking the chairs. Because I'm so short and my legs are so muscle heavy, it's what's breaking the chairs because I'm sliding forward and I am falling in the chairs and I am breaking the front of the chairs. This is my issue. And I still have no problem if I gotta wear high heels in the next chairs. I've got no problem with that. But now they're broken. And so there is one other chair I found I'm not 4'3", I'm 5'3". Don't you take a foot away from me. How are your ankles not broken? Because number one, I have a really good center of gravity. Let me see if I can get the link to the chair that I found online. This one's only $186, so it's a lot cheaper, easier to get, and I believe it still is in my weight class. Let me double check. Also, it's blue and has rainbows.
Oh my god.
It's a lot cheaper. Where is it? But I worry about, again, going cheaper and eventually it breaking. These are the problems that I have. Let me find it. Let me show you guys. Gotta go past all the cleaning products that I downloaded and added. Also, I have a question. If I made a wish list public for you guys to order toys and treats for the animals, would that be something you all would want? That I would do videos and show what you guys order? It didn't occur to me until yesterday.
I'm looking over one of my guy is coding. It's giving me a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. I got to get the thing up. Why do I feel like I would still look taller? A lot of people, even the people same height as me, look taller. Portrait's been on cat toys. Mom would rather play with the twist. Well, that's why I focus more on the treats and the chews than I do on the toys. Although I will say my boys love the toys. Santa Paws Christmas special. Right? Let me see, where is it? Right. Okay. All right, let me share this to you guys. This was the other one that I found. But it's got, so here's the other problems. This is even thinner than the Titan. These are the problems I'm having. That's only 16 inches wide. I am wider than 16 inches. Be straight up. Baby! My husband is asleep, I can tell. He's not answering at all. He's not even pretending to acknowledge. I will tell you I'm wider than 16 inches. To be very honest. And so again, this is the problem that I'm having, is finding a chair. And it's such a difficult thing. You can't fit in that. Exactly, like, I'm just being honest. Like, I really like that chair. I really like that chair. But until this moment, I didn't realize it was only 16 inches. I thought it was 20. So again, I can't even use that one. So do you see the issue that I have at the moment? These are the issues that I'm facing. I don't know what to do. Right, but they're the easiest for what I do, Silvar. So again, this is the problem. And finding a chair has been an endeavor. So I settle on them, and then I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, maybe I've made a bad choice. And then you'll look them up, these extra wide desk chairs, but they're not. They're not really extra wide at all. And you find these ones that supposedly are good for heavy weight, but they're for people that are like 6'2". Like there's this one right here. Hold on. Let me share this to you guys. So there's this one. I would have zero problem with this one. I can already tell from the shape of the seat, that's going to be a little difficult for me. What are the measurements?
What I would do is I would go to like Staples and sit in a couple of chairs just to see.
I did.
Worked. No.
None of them worked. None of them. Not they. Number one, they're all super chintzy.
Oh.
They're like super chintzy. See again, and this one's only 179, and I'm perfectly fine with this one. But now it says big and tall, holds up to 400 pounds, great, 21 inches wide. At least that's something. But see that height?
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking kill me. That height's gonna kill me.
Oh God.
So, but I mean, this would be a more ideal chair. See, and again, this happens all the time where I can't find them. So this one is far easier to crowdfund for. But I wonder for how long. I do like the space-saving flip-up arms. I like that a lot. This is a one in the running. This is one that's absolutely in the running. I'd rather a traditional high back, 4-leg study chair, but the problem is it doesn't work in this space. Like, that's one of the other things that does not work in this space.
You know what? Just get a beanbag.
That don't work either. They deflate. I've tried that.
Wait, beanbags deflate?
Yeah.
How?
Because the beans are not beans, they're foam. So over time, they deflate.
So get a real beanbag, not a foam bag.
No. The beans are foam. They're little teeny tiny foams.
Fill
That's
it
what
with
a
rice.
beanbag is.
Fill it with rice. That will solve the problem.
Yeah, that's comfortable.
I'll be right back.
And down to just under 400 pounds after a huge weight loss. Congrats to him. Like, this is one I definitely would want to look at. I'd rather have a study with books instead of pets, though. Well, you know I'm going to pick my pets every time. But the point is, in my office, the way I have my desk set up, I set up my desk to accommodate the way I draw. Oh, yeah, Derp, you would. I'd rather have a study, get a regular outside patio chair and weld on some wheels. But patio chairs are not sturdy enough or comfy enough. They're not designed like, okay, so this is something where a lot of folks don't realize it. You guys have to realize a lot of these furnitures you're recommending, they were not designed and created to be sat in that long. And you're going to realize a lot of these chairs. So when I sold furniture, I found out a lot of things. Manufacturers only test them for within the limits of what they're supposed to do. And so if you're only supposed to sit in it, recommended, like let's say for instance, a doctor says you're only supposed to sit 2 to 4 hours a day. Or they say you're supposed to recommend, spending time outside only about 3 hours a day. They're going to make those chairs accommodate for maybe 1 season's worth of sitting outside. 1 season. I can't sit on leather after 40. My ass would stick to it and sweat. Has to be fabric. See, again, I have all these issues. Want to sit in a strong box while simultaneously being on the chair. So a box would absolutely kill my tailbone. I've tried that too. The chair I just found with you guys, I might look into that one, which would be a lot easier to crowdfund instead of $700. And it does have 71 reviews, and it is. If I can get the stool alongside it, then I'm great. Because then there would be something for my feet to sit on. Convertible standing desk. I can't stand, though, Pluribus. I have arthritis in both knees. My desk is actually my new empty dresser I got a couple months ago, right? See that? My desk, I have 3 desks at once. Like, when I tell you guys, I've only come to you after years of trying to solve this problem on my own. I'm a problem solver. It's just, I can only do so much. I can't stand you. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I think this dude's coming together pretty well. What do you guys think? You would not be able to get in my chair. It's high. Right. So plants can be dudes? Plants can be anything. But also, how is this a plant? It is a Snallygaster. Like for standing desk, I think that the seat height 70. I don't know what 70 means. Speak American after 40. Oh, good golly, where's Molly? It looks like a plant to me. That is not a plant, sir. Gonna go slap some wieners and goodbye, quiet Chris. Candy corn nut. See now, yeah, so talking to you guys about it made me realize some stuff about the width of the seats and how that's still not going to work for me. So my ventures move on. The blur doesn't help out. I know, that's why eventually I'm going to get a better one. Check out the paleontologist streamer I sent. Honey, I haven't been able to do anything. You guys know that when you send me stuff, I can't watch it. Wait,
All right, I gotta get to work because it's a shit show.
Yeah, I know. That's why I never understand how you always come on when you're working, my man.
Yeah, it's usually not that bad, but today is extra shitty.
Good luck, my friend.
Thank you. So have a good day and best of luck.
Thanks, Bubs. Bye. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Starman's phone is ringing. Babe! Your phone was ringing. He's napping. He was napping. What time is it anyway? Oh! It's 5 o'clock. Well, I'm going to finish this and then guess what, guys? We done for the day. I've just got to finish these lines in this leg, and then we are all set with the Snallygaster. Which is excellent because my hand's starting to go numb. Yay! I wish the dishes after the. I need to wash the dishes after this. I don't know what chore I have to do next. I'll do something though. What I might do tonight, if I have a little bit of time, is I'm going to get all my merch set up on my storefront. Let's see. Someone give me that. Who's Insta? Oh, thank you, Derp. If you don't see an animal, Esteban, I question you. Literal wings, legs, tail. Is it eating another animal? No. You only think it's a plant because you think you see roots right there. You can see that is an eye, a beak. It is a Snallygaster. Ryan saw something. Go. The Snallygaster. Can't tell what it is. I shall show you. A Snallygaster. That's what it is. It's a beastie. It's every hentai person's dream. You are very welcome. I don't know. I wanted different monsters and they recommended it. And it is definitely scary. It's within the confines of my rules for a monster. So it is perfect. Alrighty. And that is one monster done. But all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all joining me today. I appreciate you all helping in a debate. I am going to try to get some videos edited today after I rested my butt for a little while. Literal, because of where I'm sitting. It's in pain right now. There should be a new video coming out if all goes well. Otherwise, guys, remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. I love you all. Be safe. Have a great day. And the next time I see you, it'll be October. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you want to help support me and help me get a little more money, go rewatch some of my videos if you like. Oh, Orion, look. Drop. Look at the lovely gift he brought me, guys. Here you go. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day. I love you all. Bye-bye.